ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Friday afternoon.
What happened?
I am a massive liar. I am Ipe Mizuhara.
Here we go. Feel Good Friday is on. And yes, corporate Greg Bergman and the Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr have returned for yet another day of fun and frivolity. We're going to walk you up to coverage on this Masters Friday. By the way, Tiger has made the cut, homeboy and homegirl.
It's Friday.
And the Lakers are back on the court in Memphis. We walk you up to coverage. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off with Slee at 3:30 p.m. Tip-off at 5 o'clock. John and Michael have your play-by-play. Hear it all here, 7:10 a.m. or on the all-new ESPN LA app in crystal clear digital audio.
Wait, look me in the eye and say that.
I don't bet against the Lakers, the Dodgers, the Raiders, the Kings
UCLA.
in hockey, and UCLA.
Those are your teams.
I will not do it.
Those are your teams. Okay, I respect you.
No, I will not bet for them to win or for them to lose because I think I'm jinxing it.
Will there be more Ohtani talk? Well, I'm sure we'll get to that. Plus fun and frivolity. It's a feel-good Friday. As Mace, who's not here, he's on spring break, would say an F-it Friday. Oh, and don't forget, we don't even know where John's going to end up next week. Too bad John's not here to tell us that 400 times. Just kidding, John. We love you. Let's get to it. Mason and I are on your Friday with Corporate Greg and DeMarco Farr right now.
What is happening, brah?
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Beanie.
What is that?
Beep, beep, beanie. How did you guys not know that?
I watched the show Boy Meets World
Mr.
religiously.
Beanie.
Oh, yeah.
Beep, beep, beanie.
I've never seen a show.
That's been
I
way
have no
Will
idea what they're
Friedle.
talking about.
Neither.
You didn't watch Boy Meets World?
When was that
it's a
show
little
on?
bit past your time.
When was that on?
That was in the 90s as a
90s.
kid.
Is that Fred Savage?
Yeah.
No, Ben Savage.
Ben Savage.
Ben
brother,
Savage.
the younger brother, Ben
Will
Savage.
Friedle.
Okay. And
Yeah.
who
Will
else
Fri-
was?
Will Friedle was on it.
Topanga. It was.
Topanga.
Okay, yeah.
You
I
know
missed that.
Topanga.
I
You know
missed
Topanga.
that whole era, but I know the
Topanga.
show.
No, that was
okay.
probably just right after you.
Yeah,
So,
I think I
but-
was in the girls then. So
She's a
yeah.
Well, no,
shoehead.
I was into girls too.
I was
with-
busy. Yeah.
Topanga
You know?
was a massive part of most men my age.
I was
life.
watching more adult
Topanga.
shows
Oh,
by
yeah.
then. You know.
And by adult shows, what do you mean,
I'm
DeMarco?
just saying, you know.
What do you mean by adult shows
just
by that
older
time?
fare. Yes,
Mind
sir.
of DeMarco.
Yes,
Of
that,
course.
thank you for saying that,
Wait a
Laura.
minute. Look
because
at Prince in there. Look at you with the sunglasses on in the dark.
Okay, I'm going to
Listen.
give it up to her, and we're going to get
Yeah.
into this a little bit.
Yeah.
Laura, you have what going on right now?
So I have one of the worst migraines that I've had in a long time. My mom, my sisters, and I kind of suffer from that. And I woke up and I was like, you know what, Laura, just kind of suck it up. I thought it was a headache. I started doing the rundown for the show, and maybe because I was on the screen for a few hours, it just... Look at DeMarco not giving a bleep.
that
but-
was Jorge. I was reacting to Jorge
Oh,
outside.
he's
He was giving me this.
He's a bleep at a bleep at a bleep at a bleep. But I've known his bleepity butt for a long time.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So, anyways, and I sent you guys a message saying, like, yo, I have a really bad migraine, but I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to pull it together.
That's right.
But what else did you say? Add in the
ahead.
last line
Yeah.
that you said.
I'm not going to bust an AD.
Oh, just shots.
She thinks it's Jenny Rivera.
Get the bleep out.
She was throwing shots at AD
I
from
was.
the morning time
Funny.
on the group
was.
But
chat.
she showed up. You're here. See, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking
You
about.
did.
I turned all the
Yeah.
lights off, though.
There you go.
You did.
I
and,
have been.
and apparently, from what I'm seeing, and I haven't looked it up recently, but AD I think is going to be playing because this
Is he?
morning
Okay.
he said he was feeling, quote, phenomenal.
Good.
He's feeling phenomenal today, so it sounds like he's going to play.
How many days off has he had, or how long's he
Well,
been
he
off?
got hurt on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then he left, I think, like 5-10 minutes in, and then he
Yeah.
did not play
So
on Wednesday.
He should feel phenomenal.
He
then.
should feel phenomenal.
fresh legs. Yeah.
If you feel phenomenal today, you should have been playing on Wednesday in the biggest game of the season.
Problem is, he's
100%.
got a bad eye. Or,
Yes,
Yeah.
but he said he did not get hit in the eye. He got hit in the head.
In the head.
In the head. And so he was having a stomach ache and he was having headaches, which are symptoms, but everybody said he did not have a concussion. So if you do not have a concussion, you at least go out there and try and play.
How
I
hard
can't
did he
tell a
get
guy
hit?
that's hurt.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Yeah.
he could not play. He was also sick. He said he was sick on Wednesday. He got what LeBron had on Sunday.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is something going on out there. Something is going around.
Look, it's just a thing where
Yeah.
this guy has been so good all season long, playing in 74 games and playing very, very well,
Baller.
high-level basketball.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the season, in the most important game, he decides, I'm not going to play. And I'm sure there's so many other things. He was sick. He couldn't get out of bed, all those other things.
Me
just
either, bro, but I'm
looks
here.
it just looks bad, and that's exactly it. I mean, you're not a professional athlete. You're not on the floor playing basketball with a bunch of other people.
True.
But you did suck it up and you played. I even gave
You're
you
here.
the out.
Yeah, he
I
did.
gave you an out.
No, wait. Why did you show up today? For us or for you?
So I don't know what's going on right now. Give me one second.
What is happening there?
Exactly.
What is
I
going
don't
on
know.
there? Who's
Is there a
calling you?
duck
Pick up
in
the
there?
phone and answer it and say.
No, there's no phone. It was like, anyways, you know how you came in with your music? Mine
Yeah.
just turned on by itself.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So for me, it was, I don't like calling off. Greg knows that.
Yeah.
I have to be like really, really sick or something has to be crazy happening for me to call off. So I don't like calling off. And I'm like, to his point, I'm not up there, I'm not down playing anything. I'm not digging a ditch, respect to people who do really hard jobs. I'm
No doubt.
I'm sitting here. I could be in the studio, turn the lights off, and kind of just do my thing.
Here's the underlying thing. If you can't go, you can't go. I get that.
You're
if
hurting the
if
team.
you're injured, you're broken, you can't play, you're a danger to yourself and others, then sit your butt out. I get
Right.
you. But if you can go, go.
If you
And
have any semblance of being able to go.
Right. So, I mean, it just kind of looks bad for AD. I'm not in his body. I don't know what he's
No.
feeling. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? But it just looks bad.
But that's the
it
thing.
proves everybody right about you. Like you said, biggest
Bingo.
time of the year, and you get knocked out again.
You're allowing the public to use that against you. The Charles Barkley street clothes thing that they call
narrative.
him.
Yeah.
That narrative is out there still for you. Whether it's true, you may not have been able to play in any capacity whatsoever, but now it's out there and people are going to kill you for
Oh, no
it.
doubt. There's a guy on the Rams, and I love him to death. I will not mention his name.
What's his
but
name? What are the initials?
it came to a point where they just said, "Hey, look, stop. Tell the trainer, stop listening to him. If he says ouch, then just ignore him.
Offense or defense?
He's going to play. I'm just saying, he's a guy. I
Special
saw it.
teams.
And he had to toughen up. You got to make it through. I mean, he tried to find a way out of games, and they just wouldn't hear it.
See, but then
Yeah.
he must not still be on the team. If you're that type of player on a
He's
football
still here.
team, he's still here.
He's still here. And he's a very valuable member of this football
and he's
team.
trying to get out of games.
You can tell. You know when guys want out.
Yeah, when
like
they're
you
not-
said, when Laura, I messed with Laura when she said I got a migraine. What did I say to you? Suck that blank up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was like, where do
You
I
did.
put? Yeah, the brief.
Right. I mean, if you can go.
Was he
So-
on was he a lineman?
You're
or was
never.
he-
I'm never going to tell you. I'm never going to
I
tell you.
really want to know like exactly.
Just take
I
the
don't even know
example.
exactly
No,
who it
I
is.
will never
Is he
betray
a
that
starter
confidence.
or is he on?
I'm never going to. It's not going to happen. But you can tell the guy like this is the time when he's going to try to find a way out of the game, and they just stop listening to him. You're going to have to suck this up and get out there
I
and
think
play.
I have a guess. I'm not gonna guess. I'm not gonna
Good.
guess.
Thank you.
But I
Okay.
think I have a
But
guess.
same with it. It's just bad
like
optics,
thinking,
bro.
like kind of looking through
Yeah.
and thinking about the past. I think I got a guess.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in the break.
Could you
and you
rock
can say yes or no.
would you rock an Anthony Davis jersey?
See, I don't rock jerseys that have names on them because I don't think that like if Anthony Davis leaves in 2 years,
Yeah.
now what's the point of the jersey? So
Really?
I'll tell you why. And this happened to me when I had an Eric Gagne jersey.
Yeah,
and
the
I
closer.
loved the closer.
Yeah.
Then all the steroid stuff happened, and I could not wear it to the Dodger. I couldn't wear it to Dodger Stadium anymore.
It was a waste of money.
It was a complete waste of money. So after that, I'm like,
Never
I'm
again.
out. I did a couple years
Yeah.
later get one of those big the suits, like the muscle suits,
Yeah.
and put it underneath
Okay.
and wore it as a muscle suit that said
Nice.
Gagne, and then it was funny. But before
Okay, so pre-steroids, what did that Gagne jersey? What was that saying to people?
pre-steroids,
Yeah.
it was like, you have the closer. That's a great jersey.
Yeah, tough
and then
guy.
I had to leave it in my closet.
And then
I
after
wasn't
that,
allowed
it
to
became
anymore.
like, would you actually wear an AD jersey?
Brian, would you wear one?
I would, yeah.
You would?
I would, yeah.
I would.
People would call you soft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I'm
probably.
saying.
But I mean, I'm not wearing a LeBron jersey. I'm not wearing a Kobe
Hell
I would wear a
no.
LeBron. That's
Hell
bulletproof.
no.
No, it's nothing.
Yeah,
there's
what can you
nothing-
say
it's
against
not-
LeBron?
It's
I'm
nothing about the
good.
player. Like
Yeah.
I'm not going to wear a Kobe jersey. I love
Oh, I
Kobe
do.
more than
Oh,
anything, but I'm not wearing
but just
a Kobe
consider
jersey.
the jersey as a status symbol, and it says something about you. And the guy walks in
Oh,
with
yeah,
an
that's
Anthony
fine.
Davis jersey. What
No.
are you saying? What are you calling him?
You're gonna kill for it a little bit.
That's-
But he's a top 15 player for sure.
No doubt.
Like he's an amazing basketball player.
And
then Sedano will send me to Terminal H if I say anything bad. But
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
same time,
dude, we live there right now.
What is Terminal
Anthony-
H? I keep hearing this.
Terminal H, like he's sending you to hell.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that's what he calls it?
But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, Terminal H.
Nice.
It's just a nice way of putting it for him.
Give me that Gagne if you don't want it. I'll take it. I'll wear it
I wish I could still find it. I wonder where it is.
or fit it.
I had to throw some of my jerseys
So
away.
I think there's a lot of stuff going on here, DeMarco, and
Yeah.
it's specifically with the Lakers that I want to get into next.
Let's
and
roll.
there's a lot going on. There's a massive log jam at the bottom of the play-in tournament, and we're going to get into all of that. And also, somebody that works on this radio show is jumping overboard already. on Twitter. He has fully jumped overboard. I'll tell you about it next. DeMarco Farr, Greg Bergman.
710 ESPN.
Los Angeles, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
It's gonna be all right.
Is this like Oasis?
This is the new Ringo.
For you,
Ringo
Greg.
Starr.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
Ringo?
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah, how dare you?
Hey, Oasis, by the way, was not far off then.
Actually, it's,
Like an
I
O-
would have gotten that too. Yeah.
Wait,
that was,
Oasis and Ringo?
No. Well, Ringo is a Beatle. Oasis is basically was a newer Beatles. So
That's a Bikram yoga stretch.
no,
yeah.
no, Brian. Am I far off?
When he first came on, it did sound like it. Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
They do have that same kind of sound.
It's
But
the
this
same
is the new
sound.
Ringo. This is Ringo.
This
This
is
is
yeah.
new
This is-
Ringo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it dropped, and I saw it, and I was like, we got to play this because of all your Ringo bashing.
How
yesterday.
dare you?
It wasn't bashing. I just said
Yeah,
it was the
People are
Ringo.
saying they're bad.
You did.
It was
yeah.
he was the fourth of four of them. Like that's not going out too far out on a limb.
No,
John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
You said he
at
wasn't
the end.
talented.
No,
You did say that.
I
Yeah,
not
you did.
You did.
No,
You
don't
said he
put
wasn't.
words
You
in
said. You
DeMarco.
did he
Come
say
on.
that?
That he wasn't like, yeah. That
You said he wasn't
I didn't say he
talented.
was not talented. I said he was the fourth, and also that his.
I said he gets more credit for his drumming now, and you said, like playing that old stupid beat.
No, it's the same beat.
See?
It's pretty much the same beat.
You said
but
he's
also,
not
to your point, a bunch of people hit me up on Instagram or like I learned from Ringo. I'm a drummer now, and it's on Instagram,
I
on
told
Twitter.
you.
Yeah,
You feel bad?
I think one of them's like CA1 Studio is like this is something that he's a very, very good drummer. I'll tell you
Yes.
exactly what he said.
I told you that yesterday. You didn't believe me.
I did not believe you. I don't believe in a lot of things. Come together is a sick drum line. I'm a drummer. Used to play with Taylor. It doesn't sound like a lot, but covering him is tougher than it sounds. I'll believe a drummer. You are not
I am
a drummer. Are you a drummer?
Yes.
No,
I
you're not.
I told Travis and Sleewa the other day. He asked me what my talent was. I can play the drums. I played the drums since I was like 11 years old.
See,
I knew
Laura,
this.
You knew this?
Yeah, because
You never
we talked
listened.
about it.
No, I don't listen when you're on other shows.
No, he doesn't remember. There's a difference.
Again.
Oh,
Yes.
very true. You're
See, I
right.
got you.
Stoned at
Smoke
12.
dope at 12.
Let's just put it all right there. No, but that's awesome.
You're all forgiven.
So how long have you been drumming for?
Since I was 12. I just said that.
No,
See?
we were in the middle. I heard Laura. That's the whole thing. You've been drumming. That's
Yeah,
very cool,
I
though.
loved it. I mean, but it was every day, all day. We had 3 bands. What's the Green Day? His mom worked at a diner that lived 5 miles from me. Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah.
We had a punk band across the street. We had a soul band down the block. So everybody on my block had a band.
No, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
so we'd rock out. So I played every day until football took over.
Okay.
And then it became a weekend thing.
Then I will believe you too, since you are a legitimate drummer. But CA1 Studio was the first person that told me that I believed.
Yeah.
Because he was an actual drummer.
He's a drummer. He
He's a-
drums now.
Yes.
He makes a living drumming.
Yes.
Yes,
And
fair
if
enough.
he says that he actually has some tough beats, then I believe
Yeah,
it.
I did. I'm glad Ringo's getting his props. So good song. I want to hear that again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good stuff.
And also, some tough beats have been happening for the Lakers as well, because what happened on Wednesday was just unacceptable.
Yeah.
Not unacceptable, but you can't lose to Golden State, who's right behind you and now tied and has the tiebreaker in that game. So now the Lakers are in a lot of trouble. And what's happening right now is this is what you have to root for, because there's 3 teams tied at the bottom of the standings. It's the Kings, the Warriors, and the Lakers all tied at 45 and 35 with 2 games left. So the most likely, and by the way, the Lakers do not have the tiebreaker with the Warriors. They do not have the tiebreaker with the Kings. They do have the tiebreaker with the Suns, but the Suns are 2 games in front of them. So most likely scenario is the 10 seed. What you need to have happen, and Mike Trudell did a great job, and he put it all out this way. The Suns have to lose at Sacramento or at Minnesota or both. The Kings have to lose either against
Sacramento's balling, right?
No, they're starting to fall off a little bit.
Okay.
At least one of either the Kings or the Warriors have to lose. So if one of those teams loses and the Lakers win both, they at least get a home game at Crypto.
Wow. Do you see the Warriors losing?
I do not.
Based
see the
on what
Warriors
you
losing.
just saw?
No.
Yeah, I don't see them losing
They are
either.
so hot right now, but luckily the Warriors are playing the Pelicans, and the Pelicans have been playing really well. So tonight the Lakers play the Memphis Grizzlies, right? It's in Memphis, and AD says he feels phenomenal, so he's going to play. So hopefully that's a win. On Sunday, the Lakers play the New Orleans Pelicans.
You can drop a loss on them.
They can win that game. However, Brandon Ingram says that he's going to play on Sunday, and he's been out since I don't know if you have it in front of you, Laura, but May 21st March 21st, I think, or March 1st.
So if you beat the Grizz and then lose to the Pelicans, what?
If you beat the Grizz and lose to the Pelicans and everybody else wins, you're the 10 seed.
You're the 10 seed.
Yeah. Basically, if you lose one game, you're almost guaranteed the 10 seed.
Period. The play-in.
Unless the other two lose both games.
Okay,
or the Suns lose both games.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get out of the 10 seed is almost impossible.
What if you lose both?
If the Lakers lose both? 10 seed. They're guaranteed to be in the play-in.
I'd rest everybody then.
See, really though.
What's the point?
Because if you win both, and let's say the Kings and the Warriors.
If you win both, you get what?
If you win both and the Kings and the Warriors both lose once, you get the 8th seed, and you can play 2 games.
That's not going to happen. You know that.
No, you don't know it.
That's not going to happen.
So the Kings are playing Phoenix. They'll beat Portland, but they're playing Phoenix and Portland. The Warriors are playing New Orleans, which is tough games, and Utah. So they can win. They can lose a game. They can absolutely lose one of those games.
And they could win both. Both can. Yeah, the opposite could happen. I'd rather look. It doesn't matter 8 or 10. What does it matter?
So you want to give up on the season?
No, absolutely not. I would rest my guys
seed.
and get ready for the game that matters. If these last 2 don't matter, between the 8 and the 10, What do you gain?
Well, you gain a lot.
What?
Because if you get the 8th seed,
Yeah.
you are playing a play-in game on Tuesday. And probably against Phoenix, most likely. Let's say if you lose that game,
Where?
you get
In Phoenix?
In Phoenix. If you lose that game, you get to come back home to Crypto and play a home game on Friday to try and get the 8th seed. You're getting two games. You're getting 2 games instead of 1. If you're the 10
If you
seed,
win both games.
yes. If you win both games and you get a loss, you need some things to
You need
happen.
some things to happen.
But if you get the 10 seed, you only get 1 shot. You technically get 2 shots. You have to play probably either the Warriors or the Kings.
Yeah.
On the road. You lose that game, you're out. It's over. There's no more games.
39-year-old superstar and another superstar that can't stay healthy. Yeah, I think I would rest up. I'd go ahead and concede these last couple of games to get ready for the one that matters.
Does it make any difference to you that the Lakers, when they're on the road, are 17-21, and when they're home, they're 28-14?
Look,
massively
when
better at
LeBron
home.
and AD are on the floor, they're great. The problem is I can't keep them there. That's the problem. So I would rather them be healthy and energized and ready to go for a game that truly matters, because it doesn't matter where they play when they're playing together. They're a tough out. Even LeBron said that. When they're playing and functioning on all cylinders, they're as good as anybody. I kind of agree with that. So that's what I would rest up and make sure I have that version of my Lakers in a game that really matters.
I think you're not wrong. I think there's a lot of people that think that way. But Brian, does he sound just like John Ireland right now?
Oh, really? Is that what he said?
He sounds like,
maybe
as
tad.
long as you have AD and LeBron, anything is possible. Nobody wants to play them.
Okay, just take out standings and wins and losses and just you got AD and LeBron versus everybody else in the NBA in 2-on-2. I feel pretty good about my chances.
Sure, I do too. However, they've had them pretty much all season long. 69 games for LeBron, 74 games for Anthony Davis. They're still the 10 seed right now.
Well, you got to factor in the West is crazy this year.
They are.
So
but
this is a wild year.
Okay, but then there
they're
goes
still
your
the 10
narrative.
seed.
What? No, this is just a wild year. I mean, they've been together. You've been great. I think since they put in, is it Hachimura?
Yeah.
Everything changed.
It did. That was in January.
Dorian Prince wasn't doing
Right.
it for
So
you?
I think you got the right combo. But with AD and LeBron as my 2 superstars, I feel confident versus just about anybody.
So we can even go. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. If you look back at since February 1st, and I think Rui Hachimura came into the starting lineup somewhere around January 15th.
Why did it take so long?
Because Darvin Ham likes to. He has favorite players that he likes to play, and Torian Prince was one of those favorite players, and now he's coming out the bench playing 8 minutes.
Coaches can't be dumb. Coaches can't be stupid. They can't.
There's a lot going on with Darvin Ham that
There's just something we don't know.
I have a very, very good feeling. This is my own gut feeling. He's not going to be here next year.
February 3rd.
February 3rd is when.
What's February 3rd?
Hachimura came into the starting
I thought
rotation.
you meant you're counting the days till he gets fired or something.
Yeah.
No, man, that's expired.
Oh,
El Jamon is expired if that would have happened. You know?
Okay.
Pretty much. But since February 1st, they've been playing. We talked about it yesterday. How well they've been playing. Still, they were in the 9 seed at that point, and now they're in the 10 seed by having it's something I don't know exactly what it is, 28-11 record or whatever it happens to be. And the teams that they lost to. The teams that they lost to are all right above them in the standings. They kept losing to Golden State 3 times. They lost to Sacramento twice. They lost to Phoenix. They lost twice to Denver. They lost to Minnesota.
You didn't have AD and LeBron versus the Warriors a lot, right?
You did not have LeBron was there against the Warriors. AD was not in this last game.
Right.
He might not have been in another
You didn't
one.
have him a ton against them, especially.
That's probably a matchup that they can win, but when it comes to like Sacramento, they've had them both, and they still got beat.
Sacramento's got their number. I'll give you that.
Sacramento absolutely has, and still, Golden State, when they get hot, and if they look like they did last night when they hit, was it 26 or 28 3-pointers?
Okay,
Draymond Green went 5 for 5 in the first half.
Bay Area blasphemy for a hot minute. Just for a hot minute, because they hate the Lakers. And I'm from there, so it's the opposite. I don't like the Warriors, but I'm just saying, look, AD and LeBron, if they're healthy and together, I don't think that the Golden State Warriors right now are a better team.
They've been playing so well. They've been playing, and especially
I think
recently,
they've gotten lucky because AD hasn't been there or
they're
LeBron,
beating
whatever.
everybody.
Yeah, but okay, that's fair. That's
Klay
fair.
Thompson is starting to hit his shots again. He's
Starting to
looking
look
like the
good.
old Klay. What's the name of the center that they have? Jackson something. They've been looking much better. Steph's going off. Dre is actually staying in games and not hurting people.
Yeah.
And that's maybe it was because of the whole Klay telling him like,
But
"Hey,
tell
we
me
need
something.
you."
Why do they allow him to even talk to the officials?
I don't know.
If
Because
as soon
he's
as
a-
Draymond turned his attention to a ref, I would yank him by the ear.
I'd get right in front of me like, "Go away, get away."
No, by the ear.
Yeah.
Come here,
Do
Lou
whatever
Holtz style.
Right.
Get over here.
Get out of my way.
Right.
And by the way, you know what? I'm not the only one that thinks this, and obviously a lot of Laker fans think this. Steve Mason. This morning, Steve Mason on Twitter said, #Lakers season over. That means we should start doing shows together consistently again, talking about him and John Ireland starting next week.
Wow. Season's
Lakers
not over.
season over. He's calling it end, done. That means it's all over. Because even if you're in the 10 seed, and even if you get out of the play-in, you play Denver in the first round.
What, you just going to lay down?
I mean, no, they play close games with them, but Denver
No.
is 1,000 times better. Denver is the best team in basketball, and I don't think it's close. I think they're
understood.
a ton of
There's
much
no way you
better
win
than
a-
even Boston.
There's no way you win a championship from here. But if they do, and I hope they do, because that means Darvin Ham is
Look
your
at you
coach
being
forever.
positive.
DeMarco.
Yeah, I really do. I hope they win a championship because
So
you can't
Mark-
fire the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
You're doing it just
Oh
for
my God,
Darvin
yes.
Ham? That's
so
amazing.
in March,
Yeah.
so they also played, the Warriors were here. I went to that game. Davis played 12 minutes. James played 38 minutes.
Yeah, you
And
only
they
had
still
one.
lost.
But you only had
Yeah,
one.
12 minutes.
Yeah.
Who cares? They both played.
Yeah, you only had one or the other.
Yeah.
Not,
With
but not
Anthony
together.
Davis healthy and playing along with him, they can be competitive and beat almost anybody, but they need the other guys to do a lot as well.
True.
You need D'Angelo Russell to be hitting all of his shots, which he has been pretty consistently. Austin Reeves playing at full force. Rui
he's
playing
great.
how way he's been playing. There's a lot of things that have to go on. I would love for it to happen. It just seems very, very unlikely.
You're a pessimist. Come on.
He's a
I'm
realist.
Yeah,
You're
it's
a
a realist.
pessimist. Come on.
Look, I'm going to root for them, and I'm going to be watching every second of every single game, hoping that they
That's
win.
left.
If you're looking at it, it doesn't look likely.
I am championship until they're eliminated.
Oh, I like
See?
that. I like the
I don't,
attitude.
I
Hey,
don't
we
eliminate until.
replaced one guy for another one. We love it.
Yeah, right. You're John Island today.
Oh, my God.
I'm Steve Mason today. You're John Island today. And that's Laura Romo. She has Wheel of Questions next. DeMarco Farr, Greg Bergman.
710 ESPN.
Oh, you're so good.
The LA 84 Foundation is hosting the
All right, parents, another fun fact for you here from Children's Dental Fun Zone. You got to brush those teeth in a circular motion with your kids. Don't make me sing. You know I love to sing. Don't make me sing. The wheels on the brush go round and round all through my mouth. And while you're brushing, make sure you brush for at least 2 minutes.
After the first El Tráfico match of 2024, LA is black and gold.
That's it, it's over. LAFC win and hand the Galaxy their first loss of the year.
LA bragging rights belong to LAFC after sending the Galaxy home with a loss.
Get in your buses and get out of here. This is BMO Stadium where LAFC stay unbeaten.
Next up, LAFC visit Portland Timbers. Coverage begins Saturday at 1 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
I was convinced to save my very deep question by BC for Mason when he comes back.
It's a good call.
So.
Not deep.
No, wait. I want the deep question. You got the music going?
What did the wheel land on?
Yeah, the wheel landed on the non.
I want the deep question.
The
Take
wheel-
me to the
the
bottom
wheel
of the
tells
ocean.
you what the wheel wants.
Dictates, okay, man? And it didn't dictate to you this time.
Mason
All
gets
right.
it. All right.
Yeah, Mason gets it. Anyways, if you could bring one fictional character from any sitcom, not like a movie, not a superhero, sitcom, to life to be your coworker,
ooh,
who would it be?
Wow.
And why?
Wow.
Any sitcom.
Okay. You got one?
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner. You want him to be the Hulk?
Absolutely. Why not? Come on.
Because he goes crazy when
That's
he's
a
the Hulk.
superhero,
That's a
right?
superhero.
No, I take that back.
You
okay,
already
never mind.
broke my rules.
No, I'll take that back. All right.
I said no superheroes. Sitcom, no superheroes.
I would have said Will Smith. I can't say that anymore.
I mean,
Oh, that would have been good.
I would have said Will Smith.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can
still say it.
you can say his home.
I can?
DJ Jazz,
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go Will Smith.
This is a story
just-
all about,
Yeah, I would.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
or
good one.
Or Martin. Come on.
Oh,
yeah.
Martin's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to be my coworker.
Yeah, your coworker.
Oh, so it's not friend.
No, it's your
that changes-
coworker.
Oh, that changes all of it.
You got it has to
okay.
be your coworker.
I was gonna go with Ron Swanson because he's my spirit animal. I feel like
yeah.
him and I
Yeah,
are
that's
very,
a good
very
one.
close. But I'm
That's a
gonna
good
go
one.
with Andy Dwyer instead because he's a nutcase and he's hilarious and he does crazy, wacky things. He's like Cappy.
What
Yeah.
show?
Parks and Rec.
Oh, Parks and Rec.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that show.
Okay.
And Andy Dwyer would just keep it always interesting in here at all times. He would break stuff, and I would get really upset about it. But
Yeah.
then he would make up for it by doing something really funny, and I'd feel fine with it. Like
Nice.
when Cappy, when he broke the TV by throwing something at Sedano and it missed and it hit the TV. I don't know if you were here
I didn't
for
know
that.
Cappy broke a TV.
Yeah, he broke a TV. Adam
Wow.
Bronstein was very, very mad.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
he was.
But he makes up for it by just smiling and laughing with you and just
Being
like
Cap.
making you feel good.
Yes.
I think Andy Dwyer is like that, so
Okay.
I'm going to go that way.
Okay, B, C, you first, and then we'll go back to D.
I think I'm going to go with Kevin Malone from The Office.
Ooh.
I feel like seeing
Yeah.
that guy in The Office every day would make me smile. And that would just make me happy.
That'd be a nice day.
And
He takes
brings
a
in some
long
chili.
time to do his work.
Well, then I wouldn't be the worst either. There's always somebody you could be like, hey, at least I'm not that guy.
DeMarco, you have one?
I said either Martin or Will Smith.
You did. You
yeah,
did.
That's
Okay.
my choices. Yeah.
You want to
Okay.
work with Martin?
Love to. I think he did radio.
Yeah,
as part of the show. That was part of his
Was he? Yeah, he
job.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It'd be
That's
fun. Yeah. I used to think I lived in that apartment with him when
That
the
would
show
be
was
a
on.
great apartment
Yeah,
to live in.
Absolutely.
What about you, Laura?
Okay.
I would steal
so
Gina though.
I would. I
Yes, you
had
would.
two. I had two. So I loved the show Girlfriends, and I loved Joan because she was such a badass, and she was a lawyer. So I feel like she would just have everybody on check here. She's dope. And then there was a show called You never seen Girlfriends before? Oh Lord.
What's it on?
It was on UPS back in the day.
UPS?
No, what is it?
UPS
UPN.
just gives you
UPN. My bad.
UPS.
UPN.
Didn't watch
Hey, I
UPN.
have a migraine right now. UPN.
It's
And then
okay.
there was a show called One on One, where the guy was an ex-ball player,
Oh, I
but then
remember that
turned
one.
into a radio host.
Yeah.
Or a TV something.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, so him and Kyla Pratt was his daughter on the show. So I would choose him because I just think he'd be fun. But somebody texted in and said, George, Constanza from Seinfeld.
Oh my God! Come on,
Stanza.
Yeah.
He also wouldn't do any work whatsoever, so that's not someone you'd
Yeah,
want.
you don't want to work with them. I want someone to get ish done.
That would be a
know what
problem.
I mean?
That would be an absolute problem. All right, DeMarco. So one of the things that we wanted to do today, and Laura and I kind of put together a list throughout the show today. I just want to weave it in and out.
Yeah.
I want to know more about you and get into your mind because I've heard you on Travis and Sliwa. And you say some crazy things that I didn't realize you would do.
What do I say that's crazy?
Like,
I mean,
what? What do you mean?
When you're in the grocery store and you will not help the person behind you by putting the little stick thing.
I am not the only one.
The divider?
Yes.
The divider.
I
am
do.
not the
That's
only one.
nonsense.
I am
That's
not
like
the
not
only
returning the cart, bro.
Everybody that I go to the grocery stores with in my neighborhood, no one does it.
The other
You
thing
rich
is,
people.
this morning you came in this afternoon, I guess, and
Yeah.
we were doing our prep. You were playing Power Man 5000.
Yes.
And that's what you listen to when you're walking.
When I'm walking, yes.
And
That, part of my walk up music, my walking stuff. Power Man, Bombshell. Yeah.
This is what you're listening to.
Yes, as I'm walking.
As you're.
No, I just
I
have a
would
question.
move, man. I would
Thank
move.
you.
Wait. With no headphones.
None. But it's
You're
not
listening
that,
to this.
It's not that loud on an iPhone.
Oh, yeah, it
listening
is.
And it's in a
this.
pouch, and it's in the little hoodie pouch.
When you
The
came
hoodie
into
pouch.
that area, you said there was a little old lady in front of me. She could hear me walking.
Okay, part
she
of
could
it-
hear me
Yes.
walking was your words.
Walking, breathing. It's at night. And this is behind
and
you.
this is playing.
You would move, right?
Well,
I
would.
You would step to the side and let whatever that is pass you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we all
That's
said that.
part of why I use the music when I'm out there. So you can hear me coming. You move over.
You use Power Man 5000
And other music
On a
like
little
it.
old lady.
I want people to know I'm there, but if you heard this coming up behind you with this, you would move, right?
This is insane to me, DeMarco.
Why?
Because this is hardcore music. That's like, and you're putting with no headphones.
I'm going through some pain here. I'm trying to get through this mile.
If I heard
Yeah.
you walking behind me with this, I'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
But you would move
put
to
on
the
your
side.
headphones. I would and
Thank
say,
you.
"Can you put your headphones
No,
on? I don't want to
absolutely
hear
not.
that garbage."
I'm not going to blow
it's
my
actually
eardrums
fine
out.
music. I like the music actually,
Yeah,
but
I'm not going to blow my eardrums out for you.
it's
I
just
wanna know.
loud and
What?
angry.
You want
How old do you think that old lady was?
80?
Oh, she punked you, bro.
She did it on purpose. She was teaching
Yeah.
you a lesson.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. She
She's
did
from that
do
generation.
it on purpose. She
Because
did not
she wanted
move.
you to put your damn headphones
You
on.
could hear me from a quarter mile away. You knew I was coming. This music, loud.
Did you try to go to the right and she moved to the right and then try to go to the left? And
She just
moved
stayed
to
right
the
in the
left?
middle.
Right
Right
to
in the
the
middle.
right to
It's
the
dark.
left to
Now
the
you're going to
left.
force me onto the grass. There's gopher holes. I could roll an ankle. You know what I'm saying? Just slide over a little bit.
Slide.
Yeah.
Don't play your music so loud. And
Put
Power
headphones.
Man 5000.
So, okay, just be completely silent and walk up behind her and scare her to death.
Put on your headphones and say, "On your right."
I'm not blowing my eardrums out for you, ever.
Excuse me, ma'am. She's 80.
Excuse me, sir.
Right, I did it
need
for her.
you to
No,
put
you
on
can say,
your
"Excuse me, man.
headphones."
I'm walking a little bit
I
faster."
did it for. I'm doing the music for you so you can hear me coming.
You have
Move to the right.
You have an insane mind.
How is that insane?
You always say to me, "I'm learning
want me
so
to
much
roll an
about
ankle
you."
in the grass?
These are not things you do in outside in public.
Should I roll my ankle in the grass because you refuse to move over?
No, you can say,
Thank you.
"Excuse me, ma'am."
That is excuse me, ma'am.
No, it's not.
It's
From
also
Power Man 5000.
There's a
Yes.
very
and
good
you
chance
huffing
at that
and
age, she
puffing
couldn't
as
even
you're
hear
coming
you.
up.
Huh?
So there's a very good chance at that age she couldn't even hear you.
How can you can hear that coming?
I don't know. You get to a certain point, you can't hear anything.
She very well could have had hearing aids, turned them off.
We got a thing. She'll be out there tomorrow.
Yeah?
We'll do this again.
We got a thing.
Yeah, I hope she's listening. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, we're going to do a lot more Mind of DeMarco throughout the show, just mix it and weave it in and out. But we also got to get into a little bit of the Dodgers. And the Dodgers are playing the Padres this weekend, starting today.
You hate the Padres? You hate the Padres.
So, well, let's
You're
get
a
into
Dodger
the-
fan. You
okay.
hate the Dodgers. Hate the Padres.
No, well, I'll get into that next
Okay.
because it's this series specifically has a little thing. DeMarco Farr, Greg Bergman.
710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, All your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Four p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
Hey.
Okay. This is Rush.
It is,
yeah. I got that one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This is non-aggressive rock. See?
I like Rush.
Yeah. This is for smart rockers. Yeah.
Why is that?
Not thrash rockers.
Not thrash rock.
Yeah.
You like the thrash rock.
You can have a Rush party at your house, and your house will be intact after the party.
Yes.
You cannot have a Guns N' Roses party at your house.
No.
The house wouldn't be standing. Yeah.
November Rain's all about everything going crazy
Breaking
anyway.
everything. Yes. Yep.
So
Are you a Rush guy, B?
A little bit.
A little
Not
bit?
too much,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
This song, they'll love it.
You either love them or hate them. Yeah.
All right. 2 o'clock call of the daytime, and we got George in Carson. Can you pop that up for me, Brian? Because it's too far away from my hand. What's going on, George?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you? What you got?
I'm good. Hey, guys, I'm listening to DeMarco, and I'm over here laughing at him, and he's wondering if that music is, excuse me, ma'am, get on your right. And I couldn't help but think, no, that's more like Luda's move, B. Get out the way.
See? Well, kind of the same, right? You get the idea.
But it actually says it in the song, DeMarco.
I'm not going to say that to an old lady.
You don't care. Obviously, you don't care.
I'm trying to make as much noise as possible so you
Sir,
will move to the right.
The disrespect of, I don't want to say that to an old lady, but are basically pushing her off with your music.
Yeah.
And the disrespect of having the music out
I'm
loud.
not pushing her off. I'm asking her to share the road.
No, you did not ask. You expected without asking.
That's
There
what
is
the
a
music.
difference.
The
No,
music is
no.
me coming behind you.
Listen.
You would think you would move to the side.
Thanks
You
for the
and
call,
I-
George.
See, right in the middle. She moved right to the middle.
No, you
Think
and
of a
I
normal
usually.
sidewalk. She moved right to the
I
middle.
would've too.
Playing Power Man 5000 behind
Yeah.
her instead of being like, excuse me, ma'am.
So
I'm going a
Power
little
Man
faster.
5000 behind you says stay in the middle? Okay,
No, she's
right.
teaching you a lesson. She is from that era.
I don't
I'm
need a
gonna
lesson.
teach this boy a lesson.
And that's why I play that. See,
Nah,
right
nah.
there.
I'm usually with you, D, but not today.
All right, what's up, Chris? Chris from the Green Cross is calling in. Obviously, this is going to be something to do with a little bit of 420. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys? How you doing? I hope you guys love those 420 bags we dropped off for the pickleball event.
Oh, it's
man.
always good stuff. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't leave you out, DeMarco.
My man.
But I got a huge event going on, 419. We're going to get ahead of 420. It's called a Weedchella.
Weedchella.
It's going to be 419, RSVP now. I got Jimi Hendrix's brother. He's Leon Hendrix Experience. He's going to be performing. The Neighborhood Orchestra is going to be there. I have like 4 great DJs. It's all free. Just come through, man. I hope you guys will be able to make it out.
DeMarco's
I
going
heard
for sure.
His brother does Jimmy's entire set, right? Is that?
He plays his entire set wearing his full clothes and plays his guitar.
Oh, where is this again? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, B, we're going.
It's going to be right next to the Green Cross of Torrance. The original Canna Market throws it. It's right next door.
Come on, Greg.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Let's
go.
I'm in.
Come on.
Let's go. I know you're going for sure, right? Hey, thanks a lot, Chris. Torrance is not too far from you.
Not too far, yeah. I would love to hear Watchtower live. That sounds...
Because you're near Sedano, right?
Yeah, he's not too far.
That's
see him
where
at the
Sedano
grocery store.
goes.
Yeah, I see him at the grocery store every now and then.
I know. He tells you that you don't actually put the divider in for every.
He never we never checked out together.
No, I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have. And he saw I bet Sedano puts the divider there.
Yeah, he does.
Because he's an upstanding citizen.
I cannot believe
unlike
this is
some
a thing.
people that are on the other side.
I cannot believe you guys are making this a thing.
It is
not a thing.
100%.
No one's ever complained, but
it's
you
common
guys.
courtesy, DeMarco.
Do you put the cart where the cart goes after?
Absolutely.
That's the same thing.
And I put other people's carts away.
Courtesy.
That's the same thing
I
as a
will
divider.
go and police my own parking lot. I cannot stand when people do
I'm
that.
like that too, but that's the same equivalent to inside the store.
No, it's
so
not.
you're telling me you're going to go out of your way to move other carts into the designated spot?
I do that.
But you can't just take that little black, like plastic thing divider and put it right behind your stuff. That's
Never been a problem.
It's way too hard for you to
been a
do
problem.
that kind of thing.
It never occurred to me to do that. It's never been a problem.
Other people want to start putting things. It's the flow of traffic,
and
man.
they do. I talk
it's the flow of traffic.
I talk to people behind me. We have a great time. I've never had a bad time checking out. No one's had a problem.
Do you pay for their stuff accidentally?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
no.
You're an insane.
Never.
human
But
being.
I hate when they do that with the parking spots and the carts. I can't stand that.
All right, let's take one more. What's up, Rudy? Rudy and Chino. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How you doing today?
Great.
Hey, I called a couple of weeks ago talking about Gavin Lux, Chris Taylor in the bottom of the lineup, still killing us. I don't know what Dave Roberts waiting for to get Miguel Rojas in there and get something going down there in the bottom spot, man. We're dying down there.
What would you do at the bottom of the order?
I would get Miguel Rojas in there and play him at shortstop and let Mookie play second base.
There it is.
So that's.
There it is. You can't do that.
Rudy, you're probably not far off, and that could very well happen within the next couple of months. I think they're going to give Gavin Lux as much time as possible to get that, to figure himself out at the plate, because they really, really like his bat. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't really seen it except for a couple months,
What's
even
he
his
batting?
career.
Do you have it up?
It's really low. It's probably like 1 something. He's not batting well at all.
Below his average?
Used to have it.
Yeah.
I wonder where it went.
Okay. I thought you were a Gavin Lux fan.
No, I actually think he's just a guy. I've always thought he was just a guy. Gavin Lux is batting 175.
170. You talk about him a lot, or maybe you did. Maybe I'm just...
So I talk about him a lot because he was having he's been gone for a year, right? So obviously it's going to take a little bit of time, but he's only had about 2 months at the plate where he was really, really good.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were like, this is the Gavin Lux that we want playing shortstop. He could not get the ball from short to first. They had to move him back to his original position, which was second base. And now his bat is just not picking up. So if you can't actually hit, if your batting average is super low and your on-base percentage is super low,
you're hurting. Yeah,
then
yeah. So what's your other option?
Being a subpar defender doesn't make sense.
Rojas at short. Where does Mookie go?
Mookie goes back to second. Mookie will only be in the infield from here on out. If they want him, if something happens and they have to put him in right field, they will. But he is now an infielder.
I feel bad for Mookie. Guy can't get settled at one spot.
Right, but Gavin Lux is a typical 4A guy. He smashed AAA. He was just way too good for AAA, and he just couldn't get it figured out in the major leagues. So I hope he does figure it out, and I think that's what Dave and the Dodgers are doing. They're waiting. They want to see whether or not he can kind of figure his bat out, show the power that he could possibly have.
Yeah. What's your line of demarcation? When do you need to make this move?
I need another month.
Another month?
Yeah, I think that's
You're
the
gonna
most.
give Gavin Lux
most,
another month.
That's the most you can give him.
Okay.
So by let's say June 1st, if he's not doing anything, you're out. You're done. You go. Really, I don't even know if I can give him that much. But I think that's how long they will give him.
If I was Mookie, I'd be hot. You suck, and I got to move.
Well, that's what's happened.
Yeah.
He went into spring. I'm the second baseman, and midway through spring, he's like, I'm the shortstop.
Yeah.
And now when Rojas is playing, I'm the second baseman again. He kind of gets pushed all over the plate. He's the type of athlete that can actually do that, though. Yeah. Very, very, very good athlete.
He makes it look easy, but it's not easy. It's very hard.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a freak athlete.
If I go into the cafeteria to eat, like at Dodger Stadium, you don't be there. When I get in the shower, you're out. I don't want to see you. That's what I would say to Gavin Lux, because you're costing me. You're making me move because you suck.
I mean, to give him a little bit of credit, Gavin Lux, he's been playing a decent second base.
Yeah.
He hasn't had any errors. He hasn't really been having some trouble there.
It's just at the plate.
He's just at the plate.
Yeah.
He's just not getting hits. And what you need at the bottom of the lineup is hits.
Yeah.
And the caller was right. It's the bottom of the lineup has been a problem.
Yeah.
Whether it's Gavin Lux when they had Austin Barnes, that was a problem. Kike Hernandez hasn't really been hitting. He's starting to get a little bit bad on ball, but it's been a little rough. And James Outman was not hitting the ball very well at all.
Yeah.
He's been hitting the ball hard.
My favorite player.
James Outman?
I just love his name.
What? Oh,
I do. I just love his name. He plays baseball. Outman.
Yeah.
And he's good so far.
No, he's been good. Yeah.
He's
been getting better. So he's had 2 home runs in his last 2 games, and it's all stemmed from when on Sunday when that rain delay, they were all they had like a 3-hour rain delay, and Shohei Ohtani started using a cricket bat and just to help out his swing, and James Outman saw that he was using the cricket bat, started using it also, and ever since then has been hitting home runs.
Shohei is using a cricket bat.
He's using a cricket bat to like kind of figure out his swing.
And Yamamoto is throwing javelins?
Hey, if it works, I don't care what you do.
Can we get more?
Give me results, bro. That's it.
I don't care what you do, but like if that's what's going to take to work,
right?
And for James Outman to actually kind of figure himself out, but he has been hitting the ball hard.
But how did you figure that out? The javelins is better. That will help you pitch better.
I think it just helped with his arm, and maybe it's helped strengthen like the elbow.
Something. Wow.
I don't know.
It's amazing.
He knows something that I obviously don't.
right. Let's throw javelins today.
Right. But I still want to get into a little bit more of this Dodgers-Padres series, so we'll do that next, and we'll mix in a little more mind to DeMarco as well. DeMarco Farr, Greg Bergman,
710 ESPN.
After the
The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Oh, Jimmy. I can listen to Jimmy anytime, any day, without fail.
I got to be in the right space for this.
Really?
Yeah.
This is great to me.
Yeah.
I love Jimmy.
I do, but I just got to be in the right space for Jimmy.
What was his brother's name? That's going to be at Chris Ward.
Oh, my God.
Was it Leon?
Was it Leon?
Leon Hendricks?
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty cool, though. So you know who Leon Hendricks is, then?
Yeah, I know he plays Jimmy's whole set. So if you want to go see Jimi Hendrix, you go see his brother.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, he channels his brother. It's awesome.
Can he play the guitar with his teeth?
I think he does everything Jimmy did.
Really?
Yeah, so you're like witnessing, and it's like you're with Jimi Hendrix.
How far are we?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So we're 1 week away from the 19th.
We should make that happen.
I think we should.
We should take Travis.
Will.
We should take Travis.
Travis would have a great time.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, we're not going to take Laura, though.
Laura would have fun.
She might have a migraine.
I would still show up, all right? Not like your boy.
Dropping bombs on AD is what you're doing there.
Come on.
All right, I want to do another Mind of DeMarco. So yesterday, Parker Bell is he helps with all the YouTube stream, and now he's also a very, very big part of the Blue Review, which you can hear 9:30 to 9:55 Monday through Friday on our ESPN LA YouTube channel.
Hey,
and he does a great job with that. But he came in here yesterday, and you did something that I thought was also very weird.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Really, you don't touch other people.
Oh, my
without
God. You didn't even see that. That is totally a Laura thing.
It was right there. No,
you don't
touch other people unless you let them know you're going to touch them.
Where's Parker?
What did
Is he
you
here?
do? Is Parker still
He
here?
knows.
The mic can go on.
Yeah.
His mic can go on.
Turn that thing on.
So,
go ahead.
Parker,
let him explain.
Are you there, Parker?
He's almost
Parker's
there.
not there.
He's hitting switches over there.
You have to turn your microphone on, Parker.
You got to kick it.
Also, we might be in trouble for today.
Why?
Because I have a game, and I always practice with Parker. Like, I dish out my games. And shout out to Crypto Ray, who helped, because I told him my game, I felt like it sucked. And Parker's like, that's AI, right? I was like, oh, yeah, I saw it. That's why I came. He's like, too easy. So you guys are going to have a weird game today.
Oh, good. I like the weirder the
weird
better.
Games. But, Parker, are you there now?
He's still not.
Okay.
There he is.
Oh, there
he goes.
are,
okay, explain that. Go
explain
ahead.
what did DeMarco? Don't say why. Don't give it the reason why. Just tell everybody what DeMarco did yesterday.
Okay, I can recount the events. So I walk in, and DeMarco immediately goes, "Oh," and then I go, "Huh?" And I turn to look at him, and he feels my pants. But
what do you mean? You
came in to fix the cameras, right?
Exactly.
Whoa.
Right? You came in to fix the cameras.
Yes, sir.
And you're standing right in front of me.
Right.
And he had these slacks on, and I'm like, I wonder what material that is. So I reached out and grabbed below the pocket, just above the knee, and like, oh, that's really light material.
Those are not your pants.
Parker, did it bother you at all?
Not one bit.
Okay,
because
tell me why.
So here, we explained why right after it happened, because everyone was like, "Whoa, DeMarco," and I'm like, "Hey, wait.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Keep going. Go
I
ahead.
said, "DeMarco, you know what? I'm right there with you, because as a man of what you may say is a
Junk in the trunk.
junk in the trunk." Thank you, Laura.
Big ass.
Big old booty. Yeah.
Right.
You are
Yes.
always constantly, and I'm sure people in the chat, maybe they could relate, they're always constantly looking for pants that fit well. And that's all DeMarco was doing, and I am totally fine with it.
Thank you.
So what, the material lets you know what pants to get for your big old booty?
They were
badonka-donk?
great-looking slacks, and I'm like, wow, those look good. I wonder if they're light. That's good material. Oh, yeah, I could buy those. I would buy those. My next question, if Laura didn't go, oh, you grabbed his pants. Oh, my God, you
You
grabbed
should
his
not be
pants.
grabbing people's pants. I don't think that's a weird thing to do.
It wasn't a weird thing. My next question was, where did you buy those? How did you get those? What brand is that? So I can get a pair. You've never done that before?
I don't just walk up to random people and feel their
I
pants.
did not walk up to him. He was standing right in front of me.
It's still weird.
He actually, thank you. He walked up to
No,
me.
it's still weird.
I've been working with Brian Cohen for, I don't know how long have
Like a
we've been
year
working
now?
together now. A year?
Yeah.
Probably about. Yeah. Have I ever felt your pants?
No, and I would think that's weird if you did.
Thank you very much.
Why would you
DeMarco.
ever touch his pants?
Why would you ever
He's
touch
got you
Marcus'
by
pants?
He's got you by 100 pounds. You're never shopping at the
It has
same
nothing-
store.
It doesn't matter. It could be the pants or the pants.
Mira, DeMarco,
What?
espérate, okay? This is the problem. Not the problem, but the weird part.
What?
When you want to know where someone bought their clothes because you like them, you say, yo, those are some nice pants.
Where
did you?
Wait a minute. 3 people in this room have a problem with what I did, except the guy I touched.
Okay, that's not weird. The guy I touched.
It'd be like if
Pause.
Let's put it this way: if Michael Funchess, is a very thin human being. Right?
Nothing. Go ahead. Move on.
I heard the pause. I didn't hear what actually was said. If
it.
Michael Funchess was standing here, very thin human being, and I touched his pants.
No one can fit what Funchess wears.
No, yeah,
That's
it's
true. No,
super tight.
So
He's wearing
big.
like triple X small.
Right. I couldn't even tell you what he's wearing because it doesn't matter.
All
Right.
So let me try to think of Cody Liu. If Cody or Graham Metzger. Briones. Sure. Briones. I'm about the same size as Briones.
Yeah.
If I just walked up to Briones and felt his pants, he'd be like, yo, what are you doing? Smack
One
my
more
hand
time.
away.
Yeah.
Where's Parker? One more time. You could go to any store in the mall and shop off the rack, right?
I mean, I'm lucky that
For the
way.
most part.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm not.
Parker?
Do not look at
Yep.
me.
How many times do you leave the mall disappointed?
Oh, probably 99% of the time.
That's why I touched. Oh, those are good pants. Where'd you find those? See?
But the
You
ladies
also
actually
don't
like
look
that, right?
like Parker, okay?
No,
Very
but-
different people
but
here.
we got the same build. He's just a little bit smaller. Yeah,
a lot
see?
smaller.
I mean, he's a small dude.
End of
He's a
stuff.
tiny dude.
We're done.
I stand with DeMarco.
Of course you do, Parker. And thanks for doing such a great job
Oh,
on
man.
Blue Review. Speaking of Blue Review, coming up tonight is the Padres series.
Yeah.
And
Do
this
you
is-
hate them?
No, I don't hate the
You
Padres.
pity them, don't you?
It is.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's what
it
it
is.
is.
Pity, is pity for them.
Yes.
They, over the last 3 years, have been formidable. They've actually been a very good baseball team.
problem, yeah.
I think they might even still be a good baseball team this year. I don't know. I haven't paid attention because I don't care about them.
Yeah.
But they've moved down. They are no longer that team of like, they got some dudes. I think they can really challenge us this
No
year.
longer a threat. Yeah.
They are no longer a threat in my mind.
Wow.
And they are at the point where I think, all right, you're just kind of there, and you might come in like 4th in the NL West. Maybe you can get up to 3rd. If you're lucky, you can be the 2nd place.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's going to go Dodgers, Diamondbacks or Giants, Giants or Diamondbacks, and then the Padres, and then the Rockies. Like the Padres just mean nothing to me all over again.
Wow.
And that's why when the Padres were trying to make this a rivalry, they lost it. It will never
Well,
be
they
that
can't
way.
outspend you.
They can't outspend us.
Yeah.
They tried. They
Yeah.
absolutely
I bet they
tried.
hoped Shohei was gambling. I bet they did. I bet everybody in San Diego was hoping Shohei was gambling.
The Dodgers are a team right now that there's only a few teams that I'm even excited for a series for anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I'm only excited for the Yankees, the Astros.
Not the Giants?
It's a giant. That's a rivalry.
It's
so
a giant. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
be excited for that
Okay,
one.
yeah.
The Braves.
Okay.
And- did I say the Astros yet?
No.
And the Astros.
And the
That's
Astros.
Really about it.
That's
about
it.
Texas Rangers. I did say Astros. Rangers. I would like to see the Rangers. Like I'll be like, ooh, that's the
Getting
Rangers.
fired up for.
They were the World
Or they're
Series
a threat
champion.
to you, or you just want to
They,
beat
they
them?
are a threat.
Okay.
Yeah, they won the World Series last year.
Wow.
They have Corey Seager, who's mashing balls usually. So
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing this year, but those are the teams that I'm like, okay, those are the threats. I don't
Okay.
see any threats outside of the Phillies and the Braves in the entire National League.
Okay. You know why I asked you that question,
What?
right? The Tatis thing. Is that later on in the show, or
We
can I
do it.
bring
We
that
can-
up now?
It's free
Tatis
flowing,
has a
baby.
plaque.
We just do whatever you want.
Tatis has a plaque at Dodger Stadium,
does.
and it bothers you.
It does. Actually, it does not bother me.
I thought it did bother you.
I didn't know what it was
told
for.
You have come full circle in 2 hours. I thought you were mad about it.
No, I was asking questions when we found out about it. Why is the plaque there?
Well, you guys didn't know.
I didn't know. I said,
So
why would he have a plaque?
And you said it shouldn't be there.
It shouldn't be there if I don't know what it's for.
Oh.
What's
But
it
then
for?
they told
I forgot.
me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Laura, what's it for? And that makes it okay.
Okay, so there's only 5 people who have hit home runs out of the park. He is one of them. There's
out of Dodger Stadium.
out of Dodger Stadium.
Okay.
So that Greg,
Huge
I showed
feat.
him, and he was like, "Wow, he's not," because we didn't know how many, right? Until we found out. And he was like, "Oh, that's fine. Everybody has one. Mike Piazza has one, and other people who hit it
Willie
out of the park."
Stargell has 2.
He has
Yeah.
2. So it's only 5 people done 6 times, and Willie has done it twice. So that is why he has one.
Who's the other one?
I have the list.
Stanton has one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Giancarlo Stanton
yeah.
hit
I
a
have that.
massive shot out of the park. It was
It was,
crazy.
But Stargell's got
Willie,
two.
Mike, Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire is the
Yeah,
other one.
and yeah.
Okay, does Mark McGuire still count? What year was it?
Yeah,
It was 99.
yeah, it still
99.
counts. I mean, you
May
still have to have the
22nd,
power.
99.
You saw it,
yeah, it,
Wow.
it happened. We can't take it
Yeah.
away. It happened.
So if it does not bother you, it's Tatis that did it. Because I thought he
He's
was
also-
public enemy number 1.
He's also the one with the shortest distance.
467
is the shortest.
Which is still a massive shot for a home run.
If your short shot is 467, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, from the top 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's crazy. 467, no matter what. But just because he's a Padre, that doesn't mean anything to me.
To you?
No,
okay.
that doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
I mean, nobody liked him because he was a pain. He was going through the whole HGH thing, steroids or whatever he was doing, and because of that, he was more of a villain, and because he was really, really good when he was first coming up. But because he hit it out of the ballpark. Sure, you deserve it then. I don't care what team you play for.
You have to commemorate baseball history no matter what.
Exactly.
Yeah, only 5 guys have done it, and he's one of it. I thought Tatis got more heat. Was that him that grand slam on a 3-0 pitch?
Yeah.
I thought he got more heat for that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, who cares?
Thank you.
That's on the pitcher. That's the pitcher's fault.
Oh, yeah. Be mad at me.
Yeah. A lot of people swing on 3-0 pitches.
Thank you.
Actually, that's usually when you get the best pitch to hit.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's the one you can predict.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I think it was a massive lead already, and that's why people gave him a lot of help. It's like, you don't swing on 3-0 in the bases.
They made him apologize for that?
You don't apologize for that. That's
Baseball
stupid.
is so weird.
Those are those old man rules that I just don't
that's why
really
I like NFL. We don't apologize.
But is that
harder?
Do you have any issue with the Padres? Like, are you excited for this series tonight? Do you want to see Yamamoto pitch?
More for the Dodgers. I want to see them get going. I want to see what this machine looks like when it's really rolling. And I really
are they not rolling right now? 10-5.
10-5. I mean, but really, like you said, like they're not firing on all cylinders yet. I want to see what that looks like in baseball when a team. What's their payroll? How much?
Oh, it's massive.
Like
I don't know the exact number, but it's a huge.
Whenever
number.
that payroll, whenever that gets going, I want to see what that looks like. That could be record-setting baseball. I'm excited for that. So yeah, I'm excited for this series.
Yeah, the thing is, like Yamamoto's pitching tonight, and I want to see just some redemption for him. For the most part, yeah, he got knocked out after the first, 1 inning when they were in Seoul, gave up 5 runs. He also had, I think, 5 walks in that.
You count that one? That's like spring training.
Yeah, I know, but it goes into his ERA. Okay. So, but his last 2 starts, he has not given up 1 run, but he's also been getting guys on base and having some traffic on the bases in the first inning. So I'd just like to see him get some redemption against the Padres, be very calm, and get through the first 3 batters of the Padres in the first inning, and I want to see him just pitch really, really well and keep up the momentum that he's been having.
See, we're saying it doesn't really matter who they're playing. I mean, I get kind of excited because it is the Padres. I guess I'm still have some of that residual because they were a threat.
Last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, they were a threat, and I can feel the pity coming from Dodger fans, but I'm more interested in just the Dodgers getting rolling versus whoever they're playing, because when they do, it's going to be something special.
It's going to be very, very special. And what's also something that could be very special is actually this draft for the Rams coming up in 2 weeks. And I think you have a little bit of
what do you know?
Thoughts. No, what do you know? I want to know what you know.
You said it was going to be special.
I want to know what you know. I think you have some stuff.
We'll compare notes.
Yeah, we'll do that next. DeMarco Farr, Greg Bergman, Nation Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, parents, here's some fun facts for you here from Children's Dental Fun Zone. First tooth, first visit. Once those teeth pop out, you gotta bring them to Children's Dental Fun Zone. And as far as ortho is concerned, you gotta get those kids here by the age of 8.
After the first El Tráfico match of 2024, LA is black and gold.
That's it, it's over. LAFC win and hand the Galaxy their first loss of the year.
LA bragging rights belong to LAFC after sending the Galaxy home with a loss.
Get in your buses and get out of here. This is BMO Stadium where LAFC stay unbeaten.
Next up, LAFC visit Portland Timbers. Coverage begins Saturday at 1 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
continues now.
Days go by and the waters know.
You guys are really in today's theme. This is perfect. Yeah.
This is... Oh, I can't think of the name.
Okay, I'm pointing at it. What's this?
A hat?
Nope.
His head. Oh, Talking Heads.
There
That's
you
right. go. Yeah, it's David Byrne.
Nice. You got it right.
Yeah, David Byrne, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
So David Byrne, funny. David Byrne. I have two friends that used to live with me for like 6 months. They're my best friends, and they stayed with me. They have a little kid who's 3 years old right now. His name's Tycho, and he loves David Byrne.
Does he really?
Loves David Byrne.
Wow.
He tries to imitate all of his movements because he wears those big old suits.
Yeah.
So he would just he'll stand there, sing the songs, and do all of his movements.
Wow.
It's great. It's so much fun to watch. He's a full-on rock star.
I like that. That's awesome. Feed that. See?
Oh, yeah.
Becoming the next Ringo.
I mean, for his third birthday, I got him a professional microphone with a stand
nice.
and an amp.
Feed
I
it.
actually need to get the amp.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
rock stars are
he
born.
is going to be a full-on rock star.
See? They're born, not made. Yes.
All right, but you asked me something in the break, and I think it's actually really interesting. So
what?
Go.
Don't tell everything we say during the break. What
No.
are you telling them?
This is a good one. I won't tell the other stuff.
Okay,
the other
yeah.
stuff stays between you and me.
What?
But this one about the Matrix, I actually like, and I want to know what Laura's and
okay. So
Brian's opinions. Too.
You know, I finally showed my daughter The Matrix. She's 9, so she's never seen it before. And her sister, my oldest daughter, is named Trinity. So I showed my youngest daughter. Yeah, she was born in 2001. So this is like in the heat of Matrix land. So
nice.
Named her Trinity. So I said, this is where we got your sister's name from. So that made it more interesting for her. But I just thought, like, you know how you can jack in? Like, I know jiu-jitsu, when they jack in certain powers to Neo.
Jiu-jitsu.
Remember that? If you could jack in a certain athletic ability, what would you do? Like Steph Curry's jump shot, Tiger Woods' backswing?
So I've got 2.
Yeah.
That came to my mind in the break. I'd want to be Kelly Slater, so I can ride big waves, go through the tubes.
Surfing.
Surfing.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I've always wanted to do. It's just so calming and peaceful. I would really like to do that.
You would love to be able to do that. You just can't.
I just can't. I've tried and I can't do it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to really practice at it.
Something that's impossible.
Impossible for me for the most part.
Yeah.
And Anthony Edwards. I want to be able to dunk like him. He's an athletic, like, marvel. The guy jumps so high, offensively, defensively, makes these amazing plays, and be able to bomb threes, too.
A freak athlete.
Yeah, freak athlete. That would just be so much fun to be that guy.
What would you do if you could do that? I mean, what would you be?
I'd be making a ton of money in the NBA, that's for sure.
You think he'd be the same guy? You think he'd be as nice? If
You're calling me nice? I don't think anybody else here would say that.
You think he'd be this cool, or would he have, like, a big head? If he could...
Oh, I mean, come on! Wouldn't you have a big head?
Of course,
you got to add
What about see how high I could jump and dunk this basketball? Come on!
Of course.
What about you, Brian? What would you jack in?
First thing that came to my mind would be Mariano Rivera's cutter.
Oh,
That I feel like
that's a good one.
You just need that one pitch, and I could survive.
The closer.
That's all you need. You need
exactly.
that one pitch and that one pitch only.
You're set. Yeah,
and
and
it doesn't mess with your elbow. It doesn't mess with your arm.
No,
he stayed
right.
healthy
Exactly.
most of his career.
I was thinking that or Griffey's swing. That's
See?
still some of the
Beautiful.
sweetest things I've ever seen is Ken Griffey's swing.
That's in my top 3.
Oh, really?
To swing a bat, to be like a guy that could hit it out whenever you want, and it's always Griffey's swing.
Oh, so
Absolutely.
beautiful.
All right, so
Can you imagine that you just wake up and you can swing it like Griffey? I would definitely have a big head.
Would you?
I would drive a Ferrari down the wrong side of the road. I would.
He's the dude that did not have a big head from steroids too. Like
Yeah, this
Barry
is true.
Bonds,
Very nice guy.
Got the
Yeah.
big head. So what would you do?
It's Tiger Woods. I wish I could just jack in golf.
Yeah.
You know, because it's all repetition, right? I just
Yeah.
don't have the patience for it. I wish I could just lay on this table, you hit the cable into my head, and I become Tiger. And I can go out and golf anywhere with anybody at any time. I would love to be able to do that.
That's a really, really good one.
Yeah.
Laura, do you have one?
So initially when you guys were talking, I thought, because I'm short and I love basketball, I was like, the skyhook would be amazing for me to just like know how to do.
It's a gorgeous play.
You know what I mean? It's just beautiful. But then as you guys all started talking, I was like, okay, that's never going to happen because I'm too short. And half
but
the
you're
people,
jacked in, you can do it.
I know, but like, you know, most people can't do it and won't even try it that can possibly do it. So probably Serena Williams is like, whew,
Oh,
that would be dope.
Okay.
Look at you.
I possibly feel like
That is
if
so
I had,
you, too.
Yeah, like if I had one thing that never, right, can never be
With
Serena,
the outfits?
But if I could pull that off, Hell yeah, man. That's something I want to pull off.
I can see you as a world champion tennis player. Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Please go get that interview.
So we had tennis, baseball, basketball, surfing, and golf.
Well, basketball and tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball and tennis. But nobody took football. You wouldn't want like Patrick Mahomes' abilities.
Or
you wouldn't like Tom
Brady's.
Brady's arm or
Nah.
No. So there's nothing in football that you're like you want to be Aaron Donald. Just a massive dude.
If I could pick, maybe Randy Moss.
Oh, Randy Moss is a good one, too.
that big, that fast on the outside where you don't get beat up. You know what I mean?
It's just interesting that we're not, of all of these athletic things, we're not taking football players.
I'm not taking boxing either.
Well, no, that's because you can get hit in the head
was
too
a
much.
professional football player.
yeah.
So I get
I
it.
love Mike Tyson, but
you picked surfing. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not really. I mean, you can kill yourself in surfing, but for the most part,
you're hitting water.
I'm not going to get concussions too often in surfing. I mean, besides my head hitting the water.
And you can do it forever, like golf. Tiger is still playing.
Just keeping on going.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I would love to be able to do that.
But speaking of football, so you think have you got a little bit of information about what the Rams may or may not do?
I mean,
for the draft.
They're playing it. Is it keeping it close to the vest?
Yeah, keeping it close to the
vest.
vest.
They're not telling much. Les Snead is, and look, he's unpredictable. And from what I'm hearing, if there's any movement in the draft, they're going to pick at 19, or they may drop down and pick up draft picks. Like move down in the draft to amass more
picks.
Yeah.
So not F them picks, grab them picks.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you're going to have to replenish your ranks, and they did a great job last year at overcoming a lot of deficiencies. They really relied on coaching, like Byron Young showing up and having a credible season. Kobe Turner coming up having 9 sacks. So they did a great job with development and coaching, but you still have some holes on your roster that you have to replenish with fresh bodies in the draft. So the more picks you can get, the better.
Yeah, so if they do move back and they get a couple picks, and let's say they go to 25 or 26, do they still, you were talking about them going defense yesterday. You think they still go defense? Do they go somewhere else?
Out of the top 20, I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, you can find good players anywhere. I think Puka Nacua.
Is it best available at that point?
Best available at that point, and probably if you're moving back to, say, 25, what's usually there at the end of the first round, a quarterback no one wanted, maybe Michael Penix, or there's going to be an offensive tackle there at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you again with this Penix thing? People keep saying he's like. People are saying he's going to be there at 37.
Like Lamar Jackson. He's going to drop in the draft.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But you're also saying that he's going to be very good.
I think 4 years from now you're going to regret not drafting him because he's going to wind up starting for someone. He's got pro game.
Right.
Yeah. That ability to throw the football down the field that's professional football. That's the style he plays, and that's the style the league is going to. So 4 years from now, if you pass him up and you don't have a guy ready, you don't have a young quarterback waiting in the wings, you're going to regret not taking him.
Yeah, and it's not going to be Garoppolo. So, but in the draft itself, their deficiencies are obviously on the defensive end. The offensive end seems very, very set at this moment.
Offensively, I think you're good.
You're good all the way around. You'll grab some offensive guys throughout the draft.
You can always supplement, yeah.
But I think there were
if you can find a good tight end.
You got so mad, not so mad. You got so lucky with how every single draft pick it seemed really, really hit last year. Almost every one of them did.
And you did, and great coaching.
Yes,
you really did. You got those guys ready to go.
Do you think that can happen again? Like it's sustainable that they can hit on those players, that many players again? I think it was like 6 or 7 guys.
Offensively, yes. Defensively, question mark. If Eric Henderson had stayed, if Raheem Morris had stayed, I would say yes. Because they were a big part of getting those guys ready to play and ready to play right now. Chris Shula's still here. He's running the defense now. Right. So part of that is still here. So, yes, there is some confidence, just a little bit less without those two coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the biggest now that you brought in Tre'Davious White? What are you saying? Like Kobe Turner is in the middle. He's going to be your defensive tackle.
You're going to see a lot of attention, big man. Yeah. Like when you sang the national anthem, everybody in the world was staring at you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the rest of your career is going to look like now that Aaron's not there. Right. Everybody's looking at you.
He got a lot of sacks based off of Aaron.
Yeah, we did. I showed you that little football tutorial, right?
Yeah, that was actually amazing.
Yeah. So, I mean, think of it. You got a guy, there's 5 blockers for 4 people, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if 3 jump on 1, that means somebody's got to win or somebody's free. So Kobe Turner took advantage, got 9 sacks, but now all that's gone.
So then what do you draft or how do you overcome that then? The loss of Aaron is really, really big.
Bodies. That's
bodies,
what I mean.
bodies.
Throw defense. I mean, end of the first round if you do move back. If you don't take Latu at 19. Let's just say that. If you move back, there might be a defensive lineman that balled out in the Senior Bowl that maybe was considered a second-round pick that's might be staring at you in the first round. Well, to everyone else, second round. To you with a need, that might be a first-rounder at the end. That might be worth the pick there. But I would throw everything you got at defense.
So take your first 3-4 picks, all defense.
Everything. Yes, I'm thinking of how to get to Brock Purdy. How do I get to Kyler Murray? How do I get to Geno Smith?
Because
I'm sure you can score.
Linebackers.
Absolutely. Because you can score on them, no doubt, even against San Fran's defense. But can you get to their offense? Can you get to their quarterback? Now, no.
Yeah, can I give you another name? It's from UCLA because I'm a massive UCLA honk.
Go ahead.
Grayson Murphy.
Yeah, I've heard this, but just from watching. I mean, I haven't heard anything from a draft.
Another
standpoint.
guy got to the quarterback really well at UCLA. Can play on the end, on either end. That's another guy to look for that you could eventually. He will be a good pro. I don't know where it's going to be. I don't know with the Rams, but like.
Does UCLA pay you? You're pretty good at this. You're a pretty good UCLA honk.
I'm a massive UCLA
Look at
honk.
you. Wow.
I have a very big UCLA group chat with my brother and 2 of my friends that it's called the Catalina Whiskey Mixer. So
get out of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We talk. It's constant.
No wonder we get along.
They just put in a whole bunch of info and I don't say anything.
Really? Okay.
Right.
No, see, my whole family, a bunch of Bruins. No wonder
really?
we get along. Yeah. Oh my God.
But you're a Husky.
Right. I'm the only one.
No.
Half of my house says Bruins.
No, see, I like the half.
Terry
of your
Donahue.
house.
There's a statue of Terry Donahue in my living room. I'm kidding.
Like a big, like the
but there
size
is a
of the
picture.
AI one, or the size of the one.
No, it's
the
a little
Kobe
bit bigger
one?
than AI's. Oh my God, that's terrible. You see what they
saw
did
that,
to Allen
right?
Iverson? Oh my God.
I just don't understand. I don't know where this is, but Allen Iverson and the Philadelphia 76ers put this out on Twitter. It's this teeny tiny ant-sized.
Please, if you're at a computer, Google search Allen Iverson and statue, and just stand back and watch.
They did him wrong.
Oh
man.
my God, why? Why do that? It's not. It's like an action figure.
I know it's so small. I really don't understand.
It's not a statue.
Oh God, I feel bad for AI. Man, he was such a good player. He loved Kobe too.
Yeah.
I love watching He has a whole big series on just Kobe.
Yeah,
it was like 5 minutes long, just him talking, writing a letter to Kobe after he died. It was
really?
Great. Just
wow.
just fantastic.
Wow,
love AI. But anyways, coming up next, what's up, fool? We're gonna get Laura. We're gonna get Brian. We're gonna do a bunch of that. DeMarco Farr, Greg Bergen, Mason Ireland.
710 ESPN.
Yeah.
Hey parents, another fun fact for you here from Children's Dental Fun Zone. They are open 7 days a week, so your child can be seen any day of the week, and they take emergencies, which is obviously something you need to be aware of because you never know when those emergencies will come about.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app. And bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Dos hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Well, Corporate Greg is on the H here, so you know your girl's taking over. All right, guys. So I know that we talked about the heist that happened on Easter Sunday, right? One of the biggest ones in LA. But there's a crazier thing happening in Pasadena. So thieves are stealing the 1920s era bronze streetlights. You know, those pretty green bronze streetlights?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they're ramming them with their cars and then pulling them with a chain and then just taking them. There's about 6 of these poles that have been robbed. And, you know, authorities are trying to figure out how this is happening. My question to you guys is, how are people not hearing the impact? And how are they getting away with? There's a huge pole that you're pulling with your car. How is that even possible?
That would make some noise.
A lot of noise. More noise than your Powerman 5000.
Stop. Will you leave that alone? See? Where's this happening again?
In Pasadena.
In Pasadena.
Is this Alan Sliwa? Is he doing it?
I don't know, man. He's not here today.
Yeah.
So, you know,
He's
he
in
was
San Diego today.
in South
He's
today.
in San Diego today.
Bronze?
Yeah, so they're bronze. So that's why they're thinking that they're stealing them to sell it.
What's the value of bronze
Bronze
these
is,
days?
I mean, you can always sell that stuff.
You can always sell bronze?
Like,
Okay.
that's why they take like the piping out of
the
all
car.
The time.
You would think somebody would hear that's copper, isn't it?
Copper, yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway,
But
any of those
still.
metals.
Any pressure, you would think somebody would hear that.
Like,
yeah.
what would you do? Because these are, I mean,
What would I
again,
do? I mean, I'm not going to stop the car. I'm not going to stand
pues
in front of
no,
the car.
pero wouldn't you like call the cops right then and there and be like, yo, someone's stealing the pole light, like the street
like,
light?
this dude
Depends
just
on
ran
who's
in.
doing it.
This dude just ran into a pole, and tied it to the back of his car, and is dragging along the street. Yeah, I think.
And I mean,
you think someone would notice?
Yeah.
Pasadena is like, you know, especially like Old Town Pasadena, there's a lot of people around the time that they're saying 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. So it's not like it's happening when people are asleep. I just
So
found
people
this
are out and about, and this is happening in broad daylight?
Yeah, like not daylight, but it's 11 p.m. to 3 a.m.
then-
So, but that's still like Pasadena has people out. I was just so confused with this story that I wanted to get you guys' thoughts because it's not like you're stealing something that you could put in your pocket. You're stealing a freaking street light.
Yeah.
Pasadena seems like it has cameras. You think they'd
Somebody
have
would know, right?
Like,
Yeah.
Pasadena is one of
Yeah.
those places I feel like.
What you mean?
cameras
What does that
make
mean?
sense. It's just.
I mean, somebody would know, but
Yeah.
I guess
it's not San Marino.
right. It's
How
not-
many? How many were knocked down?
It's not Reseda.
6.
I get it in one day.
Between May 29th and April 1st.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got that all mapped out. And
Yeah.
a buyer ready. So
Oh, yeah.
bang, boom, bip, and in the same 45 minutes, it's gone.
That's just crazy to
Yeah.
me.
That's wild.
So the dummy hits it, drags it off without a plan,
Well,
and then
that's-
takes it home. That's the dummy that gets caught.
And then you also have your car messed up.
Right. Huh?
You also have to mess up your car to do
No,
it.
I got to mess up your car.
Oh, you're not messing up my
I
car.
stole your car and hit it, and then
Oh, okay, now
yeah.
I
See,
get
come
you.
on, you got to think.
I'm assuming the car is something like a pickup truck, kind of.
It doesn't say on the report,
But
but,
I
it's
would
just
assume.
like
Wow.
that's so. I don't know.
That's crazy.
So crazy to me.
And by the way, just real fast before we go to the next one, I'm getting a lot of texts and tweets and all that stuff. All of the AI the statues that AI is with, it's in the practice facility, and
Yeah.
it's all small statues.
They're all small.
They're all
See,
small statues.
We said that when we saw it. I said, are they all that size? But the pictures, like the one of Dr. J, it looks huge.
So at the actual
Bobby
stadium,
Jones.
they have big ones. At
Oh.
the practice facility, they have small ones. So they put up a small AI.
So
along with
AI
a whole
doesn't
bunch
have
of them.
he's not going to get a big one at the stadium?
I don't know. I got to talk to the
They're doing AI
76ers.
wrong, see?
Brian, call the 76ers.
Yeah.
I want to know.
I got you. I'm on.
All
it.
right,
Are you
thank
embarrassed of AI? Are the Sixers embarrassed of AI?
I'm sure they will at some
They
point.
get the small statue? Okay.
What's up, fool?
Okay, so it has been announced that the NFL kickoff game this year is going to be Friday in Brazil for
Ooh,
the first
okay.
ever South American
Philly?
Game. Yeah, it's going to be Philly and Packers. There's a couple of things that came out of this that are kind of funny in my opinion. I don't know exactly who, but somebody in the Packers front office was trying to, play down the game, saying that it's harder for the Packers to get there because of their airport, and that it would make less sense for them to be the team to travel to a different continent because it's harder for them to get their whole team there, safely and everything.
Is there
kind
an
of
airport?
deal.
Well, I
This
know
is
you-
kind
you
of a bad
actually-
excuse, right? Like, because
So-
they're flying to California, they fly to Miami for all these games.
That's
It's-
valid, though.
It is? Okay.
You have to go from Chicago and drive into Green Bay?
Yeah, or land in
Milwaukee
Milwaukee
and drive into
It's
Green
not
Bay?
the
Yeah.
easiest place to get in and out of. When during the pandemic, we had to fly commercial because usually we fly on the team charter. So Baltimore was darn near impossible to get to from here, and the next hardest was Green Bay.
Baltimore?
Baltimore
Why
was
Baltimore?
rough.
Yeah, why?
It was just hard
Is
to
it
get
far?
in. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it was just the time or whatever, but it was
Yeah.
hard to get there. And Green Bay was like a pain.
Yeah, Baltimore shouldn't be bad to get to
Shouldn't
like
be.
the
Yeah.
Ravens game, right? Like it shouldn't.
But to Brian's point, they're flying in and out all the time. They still have to go on the road
Well,
as much as every other team.
How big does the plane have to be to go from Green Bay to California?
How what?
I mean, don't you need a bigger plane to go to Brazil?
Why? Oh, I mean, like because of the distance.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I'm not
Yeah.
sure if you can get that plane there, or how do you get that plane
Well,
there?
that's what he was saying,
Yeah.
that they don't have a plane that could take off on their runway, so it's an extra step of travel.
So they got to
Oh,
go
so
someplace
they're-
and take off
they're-
again.
The
Yeah.
one where they usually go out of.
Yeah.
they
That's
can't
not the
go out of.
NFL's problem that you live in a.
Well, I mean,
city,
well,
like-
don't
Green
you-
Bay never
send them.
planned on going to Brazil.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm just
Right.
saying.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm actually with this guy now.
Yeah.
After you said all that,
It's kind of
yeah,
hard. Yeah,
that
it makes sense. Why would
Yeah.
they send Green Bay to Brazil?
They got to drive 2 hours to Milwaukee.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That's not
Apparently,
their
they're
problem.
the second biggest fan base down there. That's why they
Oh.
chose them.
I think they hate
see,
Jordan
now they
Love.
gotta suck it up.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
They gotta suck it
It's
up.
also who's the home? Do you know who the home team is?
The Eagles.
Yeah,
so
the
the Green
Eagles.
Bay doesn't lose their Lambeau Field
Right.
either.
You're not giving up a home
So-
game. You're
So,
right.
but again, that means that the Eagles have to give up a home game,
Yes.
which
They
stinks.
did give up a home
Yeah,
game.
they did give. That's nonsense. I don't
Well,
like that.
Are
at
you an
all.
Eagles fan?
No,
Then what do you care? I'm just
because
kidding.
DeAndre's a massive one.
This
he
is
hates
true.
this.
Let's
But
give him.
he's
Let's
not
give him
here
heat
today.
when he comes in.
Oh, he's not in today.
Oh, dang. Okay.
He was going to be.
All right.
What's
Getting
up,
his car
fool?
fixed.
All right, guys. So I no longer partake in this, but I want your opinion. I don't drink soda and haven't for a long time. But this flavor of Pepsi is only available at IHOP locations nationwide, and it is a Pepsi maple syrup. Would you
thank you.
guys be into it?
No, thank you.
Wait, a soda?
Yeah, maple syrup. Pepsi maple syrup.
So it's a soda
Yeah.
that tastes like maple syrup.
Yep.
Just give him the Pepsi.
I think I might have a shot of that to see if see if it's good.
I mean, that's you wanted to cut down on sugar.
But what if you
That's
mix that with something?
Popping that sugar up.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you're not mixing it at IHOP with something. That's what he wants to
You've
do.
never been to IHOP with me.
Well, that is very true. I have not. But, super side note, Denny's used to have, like, bars in the back. Some Denny's used to have, like, a full-on bar in the back, like you would pass over, and it was like a full bar.
No
and
way.
It was part of Denny's.
Wow.
Did you guys know that?
No,
I did
no idea.
not know that.
Yeah.
No.
That was amazing.
If
You
I-
get drunk, and then you go eat breakfast?
And get drunk again.
That's the only way I'll eat Denny's.
Yeah, right.
Hammered. Can't eat Denny's any other way.
It's an oasis at times, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's great. The moons on my
course.
hammy is amazing when you're hammered or hungover.
My mom loves, my parents are old, but they love Denny's in the morning.
No doubt.
I've seen a cockroach at Denny's.
Oh, that's
Never
Why
been
would you
back.
say that? Come on.
I've never been back.
Are you in on the
It's been
maple
like
syrup?
10 years.
On the maple syrup, Brian?
I would try it. I'd try the DeMarco, but I probably can't drink a whole thing. It sounds too sweet.
Very sweet, right?
Very, very sweet.
Eat
I
it
don't
with,
like I don't like sweet stuff.
With your pancakes and then pour that on your pancakes. That's disgusting. Somebody said that that's how you do it.
Oh, all right.
You
We got one more?
Interesting. Yeah, I got one
What's
more.
up, Foo?
So Jackson Holiday, one of the big, up and comings now, Matt
he's
Holiday's
great.
son, made his debut on Wednesday. And there's a lot of uproar about him. 20 years old here, and my question is he the biggest, prospect to come up since Bryce Harper? Harper on the cover of, magazines at 16 in high school. He's the chosen one. It kind of feels like now it's, Jackson Holiday who they're kind of pushing as the chosen one. Do you kind of feel the same way here?
I can see that. Yeah.
I mean,
The next face of baseball.
the next young face of
Yeah.
baseball, though. I think. Remember, how old was Joe Adele when he was supposed to come up with the Angels?
I think he was around that same
He was
kinda,
around. Yeah, he did not pan out
Very-
in the
yeah,
slightest. He went the other way. So that happens more often than how Jackson Holiday's playing. He's playing really, really well.
Yeah.
He's a good player. His dad's Matt Holiday also.
Big
Yeah,
Matt
yeah,
Holiday.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Interviewed
So-
him a few times. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Huge, though. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
big dude. So if
Yeah.
he can turn out even close to Matt Holiday, then yes, he will. You just don't know which way he's gonna go. I mean, the Suns don't always translate.
No doubt.
But he's playing well right now. But again, he's 20. Let's give it a little bit of time. But I would think that for the most part, yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work out for the sons of superstars, right?
No.
Jordan's kids.
Yeah.
He
Bronny
was
James.
the,
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just
Well,
kidding.
he's coming to the draft
No,
next
I'm
year.
just
That's
kidding.
all.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Come on.
Yeah,
We
to
don't
that
know.
point, apparently his younger brother is expected to be a #1 pick
Bryce?
as well. So,
Yeah, he's better.
No way.
That's what they're saying. He's better.
Yeah,
but
he's
also,
better.
we haven't seen
They have
him
grown
do
up
anything either.
doing nothing but play baseball.
Yep.
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah.
See? Yes. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Pass it on. Nepotism. Love
Yeah,
it.
Michael Thompson knows all about it.
Yes. Absolutely. There you go.
All right, we're going to get into a little more basketball. You're just talking about basketball. You asked me something earlier in the break, too, about Zion Williamson and the Lakers.
Yeah.
We can do a little bit of that and also a little bit more of the mind of DeMarco, since we only have one more segment until Laura's Game of Games, and then we're done at 3:30 for Lakers and Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis. So that's coming up next. Nope, I can't do that. Greg Bergman, DeMarco Farr.
710 ESPN.
Coming
Yeah, don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
I guarantee you, I'm going to say yes. Definitely say yes.
What?
You had hammer pants.
Of course.
I had hammer pants.
Everybody had hammer pants.
No, they were the most amazing things in the world.
Hammer ruled the world for a while.
Did.
Come on.
Oh, they were fantastic. Brian, did you have hammer pants? You were too young?
I wish I did.
Were you too young for that?
I'm still too young. I feel like I'd rock it today. That's
of
something I would
course.
do.
You totally could
I
rock
would
it.
do
Bring that
yeah.
back. I had an idea for a movie. I'll put it out on air.
Okay. What?
I thought you should remake Footloose.
Okay, with hammer?
With Hammer. And have Hammer be like the pastor that tells the kid that's going to be Hammer that you can't dance.
Oh,
you can't dance.
That would be amazing.
See?
What is Hammer doing now?
He was
Is he still a
managing
pastor?
MMA guys for a while.
Was he really?
Big in tech. He's friends with my brother.
MC Hammer.
Yeah, he showed up at
Your
this.
brother knows everybody.
Where are they now?
Hammer showed up at this family event, and it was like, whoa, like MC Hammer's here, and he's right next to you. Hi. You know what I mean? It was really cool. Yeah.
I just want to know what he's doing now. I'm just looking up Hammer. I want to know.
I know
what
he was big into tech, and he was managing fighters at one point.
Do you know what his real name is?
Yes, Stanley Burrell.
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
Well done.
He's from the Bay Area.
Yeah,
Come on.
no, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's Hammer.
Are we going to get into mine and DeMarco? Because we all got questions.
You're not there yet?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is true.
All right. Do you want to do one? You're welcome to go.
Go ahead.
And
What do
go
you
down.
No, you go ahead. You go first.
What do you want to know, Laura?
No, yeah, we want to know what you.
What do you want to know?
I already did the pants. I already did.
Pretend we're on your podcast, and you've been dying to get me on.
We can't. No, I have not been dying. Let's relax.
Do the skincare. Do the skincare.
Okay, so yesterday, oh my God, sorry.
What?
I got a really bad jolt in my head. Sorry. Yesterday, DeMarco
Somebody grab your pants? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You would.
No, you wouldn't. That's that would be weird.
Go ahead.
But anyway, so yesterday, DeMarco had to do something after the show, and we were in the studio with Mario, and we started talking about we started talking about skincare, and DeMarco was like, "Oh, I need a facial," but it was so calm, cool, and collected, and then Mario's like, "Wait, you've never had a facial before," and then he goes, "No." So we just had a full-blown conversation about skincare. Let me tell you, top 3 things that I thought I would talk with DeMarco about, former NFL Super Bowl champ, was not skincare. But he was all with it.
I'm down.
What's wrong with doing that? I don't
Nothing.
understand.
I'm down.
I never said it was anything wrong. I'm just
I've
saying
had a
it's...
You said
What's wrong with
something
that?
yesterday about your face and weight loss and how it changes your skin. Something like that. And yeah, you said with Travis and a pre-poo. That's what got my attention.
No.
I've never
You just
heard
made
of a pre-poo
$100,
before.
by the way. There you go.
Hey,
you just made $100.
you said pre-poo. I just made $100.
Was that a bet? Who made the bet? Did I make the bet?
Hooper's
No, you
X.
didn't.
Hooper's X.
Yeah,
a listener said that if I can get you to say pre-poo, that I would get $100.
Got set up again. See?
And that was you did it all on your own.
Walked
no
me
one
right
even did.
into
Okay.
it. Oh my
so
God.
first of all, the pre-poo situation was not on Travis and Sliwa. We were talking about how many times a week you should shampoo your hair. Ireland said, well, I have to do it every day because I wear gel. And I said, well, what about a pre-poo? And then Greg goes with, what about a post-poo?
Is
and
there a
then
post-poo? What's a pre-poo?
So it's a
Is it
pre-shampoo.
poopery where
Breaking
you spray
wind?
it beforehand?
No.
That's my favorite.
No, but
Yeah.
everybody thought that. And I'm like, no, bruh, it's like pre-shampoo. It's called a pre-poo. Curly hair people know this.
I have
but-
curly hair and I don't know what a pre-poo is.
I had no
also a
idea.
guy.
Never
I'm
heard
also
that. Have
a
you
guy,
heard
yes,
that?
that's
I
fair.
have not heard of that.
I've never heard of
actually.
pre-poo.
You have a ton of curly hair.
Right.
Why don't you use pre-poo?
I use regular shampoo.
Okay.
Like a normal person.
But if you heard
Whatever.
pre-poo, that's going to make you stop. What? What
Right.
is a say that again? And then we got into facials. But yeah, I want to. But what is the thing? The
there's
C.
nothing wrong.
The C.
Oh, vitamin C
Vit-
serum. He
I
didn't
never heard
know.
of this.
He's
I don't know
never...
what it is either.
See?
You don't know what?
Vitamin C serum? Anybody?
I have heard of this, yes.
I'd never heard of
What do
it.
you do with it? Put it in your hair?
No, you put it in your face.
On your face.
Oh.
So you,
That's how we
okay.
got into the facial.
So-
Pre-poo to vitamin C to that.
I wasn't in that conversation.
The fact that the guys are so down to have these conversations, I love it. You know, I mean, Mario takes great care of himself. He's like a vegan and all this stuff, so totally get it. But he said something that shocked
He
me.
likes the yerba mate.
Yerba mate. It's different. But he also said that he uses his body wash is his shampoo, his body wash, and his face wash. And that is the weirdest thing to me.
He's got a
shampoo, body wash, face wash.
It's all one product.
Everything.
It's all one product. Okay.
All one
three
thing.
for one. Can't
That's
do that.
weird. That's weird, right?
Is there no conditioner?
It's all in there.
Look, Mario
That's a lot.
I've known him like longer than anyone here, and he looks exactly the same.
That is true.
He does.
Whatever he's doing, do it. Don't make right.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about Mario.
also
If that's the way it works
said-
for him,
Right.
cool, do you, man.
He said it's vegan product, so maybe, but you should have a face wash. There's a cleanser, there's a face wash, there's like a face scrub.
Nope, don't
you
do
know,
that.
there's a vitamin C, there's moisturizer, there's
That's a lot of work.
sunscreen
Yeah.
that you have to do. But it keeps, because I went to the chiropractor, I told you guys that I actually came out worse than when I went in, and the
What does
girl
that have to do
told
with
me
your face?
because the girl said, "Wow," she goes, "You're not wearing makeup," because you know how they put you on the little white sheet or whatever when you
Yeah.
go face down, and there was no makeup on there. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not wearing makeup." She goes, "Your face looks really clear," and I was like, "Oh, thanks," but she was shocked, and I'm like, "Thanks," and she's like, "No, but you don't have makeup on." I was like, "No, I get a facial every month, and I use vitamin C serum."
I don't think I've ever had a facial. Have you?
Yeah, I've had a facial, but it was like a package when you're getting a massage.
Oh,
they
like
give you
a spa
facial.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a whole spa thing. It was,
Okay.
and it was wonderful.
Maybe I need to try it.
I've
Yeah.
also
Oh,
I've
so
also
good.
gotten a pedicure one time in my life.
I've done that a lot.
That is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
those are
amazing.
Yeah.
I will go get a pedicure tomorrow. That's how wonderful it feels.
Oh my God!
You're
Somebody-
on.
But only one.
Where are
yeah.
we going?
Yeah,
Okay.
anywhere you want.
I'm
Let's
in.
go.
Let's go.
I
Drive down.
literally just got a message from the person who said they would pay me $100 if you said pre-poo. They're like, "What's your Venmo?" I'm not gonna take $100.
Set me
No,
up.
don't take
I'm
$100
not.
from a
Thank
listener.
you, but
That's
I'm not.
crazy
I'm
talk.
not.
He actually said, "LOL, totally worth the money."
Wow.
I have not gotten money, and I will not get it. I will not get the money.
Pretty cool. Wow.
There you go. Cha-ching.
All right, we got the Lakers coming up here in just about 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Come on, man.
Still got time.
Facing Memphis in a very much a must-win game. Otherwise you're stuck in that 10
They've
seed.
been must win.
They've been must-win, and
How
they've
about
lost the
must-have
last two.
AD?
You know what's crazy about this?
What?
Yes, yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta. He feels phenomenal.
I don't care how he feels.
Phenomenal.
Don't
That's what it
play.
says. He feels phenomenal, so he better play, and he better play well. But
He will.
yeah,
I actually think he will.
You don't even believe that.
No,
can
I
hear it in your
actually
voice.
do.
You don't believe that.
No, I do.
It's important for you to at least win these two games. To really put out that to try and win these, because if you can somehow get into the 8, win that 8 game, the 7-8 game, then you're in. You're the 7. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. And you don't have to play Denver in the first round either. You can get Minnesota or Oklahoma City. I think it's Oklahoma City right
wait,
now.
if they win the next 2,
No, if
you
they
can
win-
get the 7.
No, okay, so here you go. So
Okay.
if you win the next 2,
Yeah.
and the Sun, or not the Suns, the Warriors and the Kings both lose one game.
One game.
One game. That's all you
Each.
do. You win 2, they win 1 game each. They lose 1 game each. They will go down to the 9-10. The Lakers go up to the 8. They play Phoenix, who they've already beaten 3 times.
Yep.
And if they win that game, they are the 7 seed. Not the 8 seed, the 7 seed. And if you win that, if you're the 7 seed, that means you do not play Denver in the first round. Very, very important. That's why when you say you want to just sit these guys, and Ireland says he wants to sit these guys,
Because we're playing percentages. What's
Sure.
the percentage chances of all that happening?
I don't know those offhand,
Yeah.
but they just have to win and hope for a loss from both of those teams.
I'd pack them in
That's it.
ice and wait. That's what I would do.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not. Because if you can get to that 7, then you can play
I got
Oklahoma
the-
City.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you play Oklahoma City, you've already beaten, I think,
But I've
3
got the
times this
world's
year.
most fragile superstar, and the other guy's
He hasn't
39.
been fragile this year, though. He has not been
Until
fragile.
now.
Well, he got hit in the head. And
Right.
Look. I'm not going to say it wasn't soft that he didn't play in that game.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But the fact of the matter
yeah.
is, he hasn't been soft until now. He's been unsoft this year.
I think I'm right.
You can think what you want. I think it's important to get to that 7 seed. If you are that 7 seed and you can get Oklahoma City, you can then move forward and wouldn't have to even face Denver until the conference finals again.
But at what cost to get to the 7 seed?
What cost? It's 2 games.
You've worn out a 39-year-old guy.
It's worn out.
And AD got hit in the head
Two
twice.
games,
I'm
and then
just
you're
saying.
saving a game in the post. Okay. Look,
The Warriors was on Wednesday.
Right,
and you lost.
If you sit for these 2 games,
Rest.
you have to play 2 games to get into it.
But at
if
least
you
they're
play
re-
in
at
these 2
least-
games, you only play 1.
At least they're rested and healthy and ready to go, and nobody hit AD in the head.
I want the chance at the 7
He didn't
seed.
stub his toe.
Because look, let's say you lose tonight against Memphis. I don't think that happens.
I don't wanna say it.
I think they
Yeah.
win. I think they win in Memphis no matter what.
Yes.
And let's say, both Golden State and Sacramento lose. Then what?
go out and get the win.
You just wasted that game against Memphis. You wasted it because they didn't play. Absolutely play those for the chance and the hope that both Golden State and the Kings lose. You have that chance. It's there. It's a possibility. LeBron and AD have to play both these games, and I think they know it, and they're going to play.
I need them healthy. I need them healthy and ready to go and energized.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste them trying to get a mythical 7 and hoping that somebody else
It's not
loses.
mythical. It's possible.
If you lost control of your destiny, the one thing I can control as a coach is their health and their rest. I think I would rest and be ready. That's me.
I know. That was Ireland. Ireland, before he left on Wednesday, was arguing to do that too, or saying he was a possibility. He didn't think they should,
Okay, I'm not
but he was trying putting it out into
I
the
don't want
universe.
to argue. I think that might be the right approach. I think that might be the smart sports approach.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think if you have the chance to get there, you got to take it. You got to, because it's.
You know what you sound like? Dan Campbell. See?
Yeah. Is that a good thing? Dan Campbell's awesome. I'll take Dan Campbell anytime. That's awesome. I'm totally with it. Because it's just because if you don't, you can't get more than the 8.
Yeah.
If you end up in the 10 and you lose one of these games or both these games, you cannot get out of the 10 seed. It's not possible. And you can't, you can't get out of the 8 seed. That's the best you can get. Best possible spot. And that means in the first round, you see Denver. Denver owns you. They swept you in the conference finals last year. Swept the season series.
Yeah.
They're just better. Jokic is this Denver team is going to go on a Warriors type run with how well they're playing.
You and I are on a leaky boat in the middle of the ocean, and we're arguing.
Yeah.
And the boat is still sinking. It does not matter what we do.
No, the games have to play out. And that first game is going to be in just about 15 minutes, but we still have to get to Game of Games. It's Laura's game, and we're going to do that next. DeMarco Farr, Greg Bergman.
710 ESPN.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
No Mace, Greg Bergman, DeMarco Farr, and Jorge.
Good
What's
afternoon.
up, Jorge?
Good afternoon.
Good
What's going
afternoon.
on, brother?
Good afternoon.
It all started with you.
Hey, Jenny and La Mosca hosting? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Jenny Rivera and a combination of Jenny and La Mosca.
Oh, my goodness.
Look those two artists up.
I don't know anything you just said to me. Those were names.
It's personal.
Right. I know Jenny from the block, but that's about
You
as
know
far
what?
as I go.
Jenny
Screw
Rivera
you.
and La Mosca.
Screw you, because I have like one of the worst migraines of my life that I haven't had, and I'm freaking at
Yeah, you
work.
should
And
cut
I
it.
covered for your ass the other day, so bleep you.
Hey,
Come
I didn't
on.
call you.
You can
Thanks.
tell that these two have known each other 16 years
Yeah.
or something like that.
My parents just showed
Anyways,
up.
whatever.
Honestly.
We got
All right,
game
take it
games.
away, Mosca.
Mom and Dad are
You know
fighting.
what? Get
Relax,
out.
all right?
All right, guys.
What you got, Laura?
So shout out to Crypto Ray. He did try to do a game, but miserably failed. But thank you.
Oh, so you didn't do the game either. Okay.
No, I did.
All right,
do my
Jorge,
game.
let her do the game.
I did do my game. I don't think it's great. I love SVU, Law and Order SVU, and NCIS. I love like detective shows. So
Okay.
this is a Law and Order SVU / NCIS show. True or
All
false,
right.
multiple choice. All right, so we're going to start with the first of a true or false question. Ziva David is a fictional character for Law and Order SVU. Greg, you go first.
I've never seen any of these shows. Not once. Not one
Same.
time in my life. I'm Ziva David.
Ziva David.
I'm going to say it is. True.
Okay, true. And then
DeMarco?
Brianna? Oh.
You say from SVU?
Yes, Law and Order SVU.
And her name is Ziva David.
Ziva David.
I say false.
Okay.
Brian.
I'm going to go false, too.
Jorge.
Yeah, false.
It is false. She is from NCIS.
I said true, right?
Yeah.
You did.
Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, she's from NCIS. My
Yes.
fault. How dare I?
NCIS agent Todd left the show because A, she retired, B, she got killed, or C, she got fired.
DeMarco.
What's the name again?
Agent Todd.
Got killed.
Brian.
I'm with that. Got killed.
Jorge.
Yeah, with the crowd, got killed.
I'm just going to go with the crowd because I don't know.
Maybe you do know these shows. She did. She got killed.
Hey, all right. So
All right, here we
everybody's
go.
now on the board. I'm not going to lose completely. All
In
right.
Law and Order SVU, what is Captain Cragen's first name? Is it John, Donald, or Michael?
Brian.
I like Donald here.
Jorge.
Swag system, Michael.
I'm going to say John and DeMarco.
It is John.
It is Donald.
Oh, stop!
Who said Donald? Is that Brian? Was that you, Brian?
Yeah,
Brian
got
now
it.
has the lead. 3, Jorge 2,
Brian
DeMarco
got it.
2,
All right, here
and
we go.
Greg 1.
Are you
In
somehow?
NCIS, Agent Gibbs has a friendship with FBI agent Fernell. What is Fernell's first name? Is it Tobias, Dobias, or Toby?
Jorge.
What's his name for now?
Fernell.
Fernell or for now?
Fernell.
Tobias.
I'm going to say Dobias. DeMarco.
Tobias?
I'll go Tobias.
Brian.
I'm going to go Dobias, dude.
It is Tobias. It's A.
Wait,
T?
I got it.
Tobias. I got it. Okay.
DeMarco and Jorge
Yeah,
got that.
nice.
The Dobias did not work out for me.
Fat guess.
You
All
really
right.
tried hard on that one to fix it.
Dobias?
Yeah, I did.
Dobias.
I'm going to change the first letter.
Yeah, it
parents hate
worked. It worked. Only one of these shows, Law and Order SVU or NCIS, are spin-offs. Is this true or false?
Say that again. Only one of these
Only
shows?
one of the shows is a spin-off.
Oh, okay, go
True
ahead.
or false?
So it's NCIS and
Law and Order SVU.
only one of them is?
Yes.
I'm going to say that's false. DeMarco?
I think it is false.
Brian?
Let's go false.
Jorge?
Oh, yeah, I know this one is true.
It is false.
Hey.
NCIS is a spin-off of JAG, and of
Jag.
course there is a Law and Order already.
All right, so
Jag,
now
that's
we
the
have
one.
DeMarco 4, Brian 4, Jorge 3, Greg 2. How many are left?
We have about 4.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, what New York precinct is the Special Victim Unit in? Is it A, the 16th, B, 64th, or C, 12th?
DeMarco.
16th.
Brian.
64.
Jorge.
64th.
I'm going to say 16th.
It is 16th.
Yeah.
16th. All right, so DeMarco got that one. I got that one. Brian and Jorge missed
Mariska Hargitay keeps saying it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
16th.
hot, man.
Yeah.
She's
so
a hot girl.
3 left. DeMarco has 5.
1,
Brian has
2,
4. Jorge has
3.
3. And Greg has 3.
All
So
right.
everyone's still in it. 3
All
left.
right. What network did NCIS originally air on? Is it NBC, CBS, or ABC?
Brian?
I like ABC here.
Jorge?
I like CBS.
I like CBS also. DeMarco?
CBS.
It is CBS.
Yeah.
Man.
They
Okay.
stayed with CBS. They have not changed.
So Brian missed that. And
Because
now
they don't advertise on Monday night.
So
Yeah.
we're also alive. DeMarco has the lead
Yep.
with 2 left, and we're all 2 behind, so we have to go different than DeMarco.
All right. In season 1 of Law & Order SVU, how many kids does Detective Stabler have? 1, 2, or 3?
DeMarco.
2.
Brian.
3.
Jorge.
That was 1.
I'm going to say 3 also.
It is 3.
Hey.
Oh, it's 3. Okay.
So Brian got that?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Brian and Greg got that, and we're 1 back. Jorge, you're out.
Stabler. My guy.
Sorry, man. Thanks for playing, though. Good seeing you back on Mason and Ireland.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Mosca. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny
you.
Mosca.
Get out.
Great game.
You can stay. You can stay if you want.
Photos.
Wow. Idiota.
All right. Go ahead, Laura. What you
What
got?
does NCIS stand for? You guys got to pay attention
Oh,
here,
my
okay?
God.
A, Navy Criminal Investigative Services. B, Naval Criminal Investigative Services. Or C, Naval Criminal of Informative Services.
DeMarco?
B. It's B.
I'm going to go A. Brian?
I'd like to be there too, but I'll go A.
What is it?
It is B.
Oh, DeMarco gets the victory.
On the board, baby.
I was
Please tell me that he has
somehow
one before.
I got 5 with not ever seeing 1 second of either of those 2 shows.
They're not hard.
No.
No, it's not hard. I didn't know what I was doing.
See?
But you're on the board.
Parker, you keep saying these games are hard. I need to get another person.
Wow.
So now the standings pretty crazy. Ireland has 2, Brian 1, Mason 1, Andy 1, Bergman 1, Momo 1, Pepe 1, Laura 1, and DeMarco 1. There's a ton of people on the board this month.
Is this for this month?
This
Yes.
is for this month, the month
And
of
I
I
April.
actually think I have another win somewhere. You
No,
guys
you
just
don't.
forgot.
Maybe last
This
month.
month, but not this month. Also,
Look at
I
you.
did say that this game wasn't going to be great.
Oh,
but
do you
I
have a
do,
tiebreaker?
I
Really
do.
fast?
I want to do it.
Okay.
So how many episodes do Law & Order SVU and NCIS have combined?
DeMarco?
You're not going to give me a number?
No,
No.
you give the number.
Oh,
It's a tiebreaker,
oh my
bro. You
God.
give the
You
number.
go first.
All right,
I have
fine.
no
I'm
idea.
gonna say you have to write something
You
down.
have to
so
write
you
something
have a number
down.
in here.
So
I'm gonna
no,
go.
because he's not writing anything down. He got to go
Whatever
first.
you say, I was going to be more than you. So
Exactly.
No,
That's
you
what
can't
we're
go.
I
trying
need
to
a first
avoid.
guess.
No, now you.
No,
I'm gonna
now
write
you're
something
gonna
down.
go
Brian,
first.
you write something down.
Okay, go ahead. I just wrote it
Did you
down.
write something
No,
down?
you didn't.
No, you
Just
might-
say
Oh
it.
my God! Something
gotta
hit me.
say it.
Stop. All right, we both wrote something down, so now you go.
Just
just
go
say
ahead.
it. Just say it. Just say your
900.
number. 900. Wow, I'm way off. 321.
680.
Wow, you DeMarco, it's 1,007.
1,007.
NCIS has 21 seasons and SVU has 25.
That show's been around forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Law & Order SVU is one of the longest running shows.
That's crazy. All right, so Game of Games is brought to you by Loftus, Jacob, and Ronnie. Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but Jacob is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. DeMarco,
Call Jacob. Oh, I'm
great
sorry.
2 days.
Yeah, man.
That's right. You can always say that.
I just love hearing that. Yeah, but yeah, man, fun. Yeah,
It was just a really fun time. I love working. You're so easy to work with.
You're a fun dude. Yeah.
Thank you for saying
Forget
something
what people
nice about
say.
it. Yes, I am. I very much stay away from what people say. So sorry that to the YouTube channel. Sorry to the Reddit page. You had to
Yeah.
deal with me for 2 days.
And
leading,
I.
and
Laura, you gotta
but Laura,
say it.
great
Me,
job.
yes.
Brian, great job. We got Lakers and Memphis in Memphis coming up next on the Lakers Countdown to Tip Off with Alan Sleewa.